Yo, on We Talk Mavs. Is it over for the Mavs, King? We'll talk about it soon. Right after this.
After the games, you know what it is. The boys on the net just talking that big. MFFL's got the ball in the chat. Across the globe, we talking the Mavs. You know they can't play with the kid. Come to Texas, come and see how they live. Watch the replay, come and see what they did. It's tough when y'all come and see what it is. You got King, he's a poppin' prophet. Or he like Neo in the Matrix. You got Rail, the tech god. Or Mass Mind, Ali at his greatest. Baltimore to Dallas. You know that the flights are not stopping. Triple double madness. That loot, get out, hit dropping. The way stats, trades up and sit and profit. They're gonna take our picks and they're gonna keep it honest. Numbers, development, that player progress. Down to the team, up to the front office. So get your seats, gather your comments. Keep it clean and stay on topic. WTM, speak your part. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a glow, y'all.
Let me clear.
Warning, shots will be fired during this presentation.
My bad, I forgot you DJ King. My bad. YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFL, Twitch, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode. Unfortunately, of talking about the Mavs on We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel, man. I guess we had a few hours to kind of think about what we want to talk about, man. It don't get no better, man. We might well just do a copy and paste, huh? That's what it feels like. It is what it is, though, man. Listen, we're going to get into it, man. But before we do all that, King, man, we got to let the folks know, man, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're still in the Mav content, guys, win, lose, or draw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys, and join this conversation. Also, man, hit that notification bell so whenever we drop a new content for you guys, you'll be the first to know. Also, guys, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, man. That'll help us out a lot tonight, man. Really need y'all likes to help us build this thing up, man, so we can find more Mav fans like yourself, man, to join the Glow Yard gang. I figured, man, I put on the proper attire on tonight, man. I got my trash can juice shirt on, man. It was a trash can juice type performance today, man. Like I said, had a lot to think about the day after the game. So the game was at the break of dawn.
Yep.
And we had all day to work and stuff and come home to a late night and talk about the Mavericks. Yeah, we can get into it, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing else to say, man. You ready to get into it?
Not really, but I'm gonna enjoy this quarter water right here, and let's talk about it, I guess.
Oh man, I forgot my drink, bro. Dang it. All right, man. Let's get this over with, man.
Yeah.
What are your takeaways of the game, King?
It's over, man. Let it be. It's done. Trash can juice, cardio B, flat earth, whatever you want to call these guys. Hookah Doncic. I don't even care anymore. I'm done. I'm over it. Okay. Luka put up 40 points in 40 minutes. Good to see that. I felt like, the first quarter in general, first quarter was trash. I mean, we started it again. I'm like, dang, they just don't care anymore. The effort wasn't there. I felt like Luka didn't feel like he cared in that moment as well. He couldn't make any buckets. Everything was just awful. Second quarter on, Luka was on one. I felt like he was hot. He was trying to win the game. It looked like he was trying to win. He was motivated. And other than the technical foul, which was pretty, I don't know, dumb. Luka just got to stop talking to the refs just in general, especially when
No. Don't criticize him, King. You can't criticize him.
Sorry, but the technical foul was dumb, which means he's probably suspended the next game. They may rescind it, though. Didn't look like he did much, but who knows? Might as well just let him be suspended. It is what it is at this point. That was dumb, but he tried to play, I guess, other than that. He's playing good defensively and all that as well, too. Gave up some shots and all, but that's Luka. You're not going to get a perfect game usually from him or anybody else, but that's my comment on him. Kyrie, I told you I think he's hurt still since the injury. He hasn't looked the same. But again, it's like if you're out there playing the minutes, man, we need you, bro. You gotta score. You gotta do something. You gotta be reliable and efficient. But at the same time, like at this point in the season, like he couldn't take time off. So it's just trash, man. Max gave you 14 points today. Guess good job for him. Still 4 rebounds. Tim Hardaway Jr. gave you 15. Who cares? I'm over this team, man. I'm done. Christian Wood. Jason Kidd didn't try to play him, I guess, in the first half. Once they went on that run, it looked like he was trying to play Maxey as the one defensive anchor, and then a bunch of shooters around him, a bunch of scorers. Brought Christian Wood back, and I felt like in the fourth quarter or even late in the third quarter, one of the two. So it wasn't really his game. He got 9 points in 17 minutes. Pretty good. But I don't know where I'm just making stuff up like always, trying to find something in the game to talk about. I hate this game. I hated this game. The outcome was over. I hated the game early. I knew that once that happened, even if we would have came in with a win, it'd have been ridiculous. We'd have won in the last seconds against a team that's trying to tank without their good players. So it wouldn't have felt good either way. I am where I am now. This is a wrap. Everybody can say what they want to say about the Mavs now. I don't even care. I'm not defending Luka tonight. I'm not defending Kyrie. I'm not defending anybody on this team. Everybody is who they are right now. That goes from management down. And I'm ready for answers. I told you I'm excited now for the next step as far as answers. Exit interviews and things like that. I need to hear what's going to be said because we were toxic for so long, Mavericks fans, and I just want to hear now if we're toxic. You feel me? Like I just want to know exactly what the organization feels right now, what they got to say to us, and what's been going on. I hope Luka's better. I don't know how long you get the benefit of the doubt. I know everybody's big on mental health right now. Mental health is huge. I don't want to take anything for granted, but this was other superstars at the same time, saying they got something going on. We'd be saying, well, you can't separate the two, and we'd be calling it a weakness. So I hope everything's okay. I hope things get better. Just under achieve. This is what is underachieving, disappointing. Just this year, just in general, man. I told you last show, I felt like this was the most disappointing Maverick season I've ever watched. It's crazy. I was talking to my wife earlier, talking to Queen, and saying we got to this point. We're talking about the Mavs now in row. We got monetized now and all just to have to watch this nonsense. It's like God's playing a trick on us right now. Like you want this? Okay, you got it. And I'm like, I hate the Mavericks right now. Literally. I'm still a Mad fan, obviously, but I'm just telling you the truth. The organization right now, I hate it. I dread watching these games. I really don't want to watch them anymore. The team's gone. I feel like they're lost. They're done. They're ready to pack it up. And I just want answers. So that's my simple point. Short and sweet. I know. Sorry, I don't have much more to say, but I'm ready to hear what you got to say, bro.
Well, there's a lot to take out of this game and just this season, man. I got some things I want to kind of get off my chest here, bro. I don't even know where to begin. I guess I can start with this game. A lot of stuff you said, you're right. Let me. Well, I don't want to break the game down yet. Let me just say some stuff about this team, bro. I want to start with just the franchise as a whole. I know as a kid growing up, we don't know the ins and outs of, organizations and how they run and, some of the doings. As a kid, you just saw it happen and you just went along with it, right? Like, when we traded Jason Kidd for Michael Finley. I was a kid. I didn't know no better. I didn't know the ins and outs of what was going on and why they did it until I was an adult to get a better understanding. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we look at this in like a kid type of kid lens. You know what I'm saying? With an innocent lens. Like we like, oh, okay, it's my team. They can never do no wrong. And you know, you start talking about us being monetized. This is crazy, man. I told my pops this. Me and he was talking the other day, and I was like, man, it's just funny to me. When I was a fan, you know, you didn't know what was going on, right? You just kind of just went along with things. And now, ever since me and you have stepped foot in this space, built some of the relationships that we have, some of the connections and stuff like that we build, your eyes are starting to open to a lot of things, bro. And it's kind of sickening. And it's to the point, like, I remember Bibbs asked us on the members only show that him and Reese were on, you know, what would it take for you to not be a fan anymore?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I told him, I said, bro, I really got to sit and think about that, right? Because I stopped watching the Cowboys for, you know, obvious reasons, you know. And so for me, like, yeah, I grew up a Mavs fan. Like, I started watching the Cowboys back in, like, I think when they won their first, like, Super Bowl or whatever, or probably a little before that. So I can let them go a little bit easier than the Mavericks. Like, I literally grew up watching this team. Like, this is literally all I know. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I look at these situations. I look at how this organization is ran. I look at how the franchise and the people who are attached to it treat the fans. I look at how they run things. Some of the decisions, you scratch your head. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying? I talked about this before when I brought up, well, I say when Bibbs brought up the Denver Nuggets as an example. You don't hear this type of toxicity with the Denver Nuggets. I'm not talking about them winning a championship or anything. I'm just talking about them how they are ran as an organization. You don't hear their organization going against their fans. You don't hear the people who are tied to the organization, whether it be the media or anybody who's getting paid by the organization, you know what I'm saying, kissing the butt of the owner, no matter what the owner does or what the owner says. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get that from them. There's a reason why some of those franchises, like the Lakers, who we've been seeing over the last maybe 10 years kind of been screwing over, except for the bubble championship, been screwing up, why they get the benefit of the doubt. It's because for years they've been known as a team that gets it right. Eventually they're going to get it right. How many times have you said, yo, they're going to get a superstar? They're the Lakers. They're going to get a superstar. How many times have you said that?
Because they are.
and why is that? Because they get the benefit of the doubt because they've done it before, right?
Yeah.
So we as a franchise, we have not done that. We haven't done that. We got fans, man, who really want what those franchises, the Lakers, the Knicks, that type, those prominent franchises, they want that same type of, you know, outlook here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just look, man. It's to the point like I'm falling out of love with this team. I think I talked about this before. Grew up with the team, like I said. Y'all see my background. Like, I got so many Mavs shirts, jerseys, hats, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm falling out of love with the team, man. Knowing the way that my owner is running the team. And it's crazy because I remember Jay and Will were the first two to kind of tell me about Mark Cuban, bro. And I was like, nah, not Mark Cuban, man. I was blinded, right? I was one of those people that, like, oh, man, no matter what Mark Cuban do, he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like now, like I said, in being in this space, it's probably not even just this being in this space. It's just like as you get older, you start getting more understanding, bro. You can see it for yourself that, and what they were telling me was right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know, King.
You want to take a step back, bro.
I really do. And I'm kind of with you. I kind of wish we would monetize last year. It would have been a whole lot better. But,
yeah,
you know, it's not easy for us right now, man, with the way things are right now. Man, shout out to Bibbs and Reese, man. I finally got to listen to their last show, man, and they were just venting and going in too, man. A lot of head-scratching moments. A lot of stuff that us as fans have called out that they called us toxic for. But as like you said, when you opened up the show, we were right about it. But you didn't want to admit that. You know what I'm saying? You'd rather be stubborn and do things your way, be the smartest guy in the room, instead of doing things that were going to help the franchise. You don't care. As long as y'all not right. That's all that matters. It's like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard me talk about this, man. I talked about this when me and Jay and Will did a show a couple years ago. And I said this. I said, man, when they hired Jason Kidd, they didn't do their due diligence on Jason Kidd. They didn't do it. When you had that report that came out when they interviewed Rick Carlisle and he mentioned Jason Kidd, and folks were like, wait, what? Why would you mention Jason Kidd? Like, that does, like, you could have mentioned any other coach. Like, why you say his name? But then all of a sudden, like a week later, we get news that he's going to sign with the Mavericks.
Yep. And
I remember saying on their show, I said, man, I don't know why they did not even attempt to look at Jamal Mosley.
I think everybody did, bro.
I don't get it, King. Now, it's moves like this, bro, that makes me think you don't care. You don't care. People gonna continue to keep supporting you. People gonna continue to keep buying your merchandise, gonna keep buying your jersey. I mean your tickets and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their thinking. That's how people in Mark Cuban's position thinks. You wanna know how I know? Because I've lived in Dallas my whole life, and I got an owner named Jerry Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when the Cowboys just go like 5-11, like 3 years in a row, and all the fans are crying and getting mad. And my pops is one of them. Like I'm saying, my pops the biggest Cowboy fan you can think of, bro. Like you see my pops, everything Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? He wore Cowboys everything. You know what I'm saying? And so I used to tell him, look, man, the only way you gonna make this guy suffer or send a message is stop buying his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Stop buying the jerseys. Stop buying the tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like just stop buying. Just stop putting money in his pockets, right? And so I'm kind of getting to the point, man. That's what I'm gonna start doing with Mark Cuban, man, because this like I said, you do things that don't make any sense. For example, let's just go ahead and start breaking this down now, because it don't make any sense other than the Jason Kidd thing. Like you know the situation that you have with a player like Luka,
mm-hmm.
and you did not do your due diligence on getting a correct coach.
Mm-hmm.
Like Reese said, he checked off a couple boxes, and okay, that's it. He used to be a former player. Dirk like him. You know what I'm saying? Mark Cuban like him or whatever. Bring him on in. That's it.
Didn't even talk to the GM. Oh, didn't have a GM.
Didn't have a GM. Because remember, you hired Jason Kidd before Nico. I don't care what Basketball Reference said. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back and look that up. You know what I'm saying? Like the only reason why they had that under him is because he's a GM at that time, so they had to put it under him. But he didn't hire Jason Kidd.
We didn't have a GM when we had him.
We didn't have a GM.
Technically, no GM hired.
And supposedly they had hired that hiring firm or whatever the case was, bro, to look for a GM and a coach and all that stuff. No, you didn't, bro. You just said that to just appease the fans or whatever.
Bro,
like, look at us, guy. We trying.
Bro,
you kind of gave your hand away when Rick Carlisle mentioned Jason Kidd in the interview before y'all even started talking about looking for a coach.
Mark Cuban's a liar, bro.
Yes, he is. No. I've been said that. I said this. You've been hearing me say this for the longest. He is a liar.
He's habitual. He keeps
habitual.
Mm-hmm.
And I started saying some names. Joe Sutherland, whatever the dude name is in here, that was talking about when we sitting there telling him about what Christian Wood's agent was saying, and all that. Oh, we gotta listen to both sides. Now, Mark Cuban, we have receipts. Shout out to Dallas fans here, because she posted every last one of them for the last like X amount of probably since 2011 of receipts of Mark Cuban just straight lying.
Mm-hmm.
Straight lying. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a habitual liar. You're a con artist. I don't know how the heck you're a billionaire, so you probably have got a little mouthpiece on you or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like you keep doing this type of stuff, bro, and it's just like, and then you wonder why the fan like, look, man.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. You gotta throw that,
bro. Because he treats us as fans as if we're him and Jason Kidd too.
Mm-hmm.
They treat us like we're stupid, like we don't have eyes and we don't see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I always use the example of you still in and eating cookies right in front of me, and then I'm saying, hey, are you eating cookies? No, I'm not eating no cookies. Mouthful, crumbs all on your cheeks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You're lying. You're doing it right in front of me, but then you act like I'm stupid, like I don't see it. but we're toxic, King. And this is like I said, man, the way you put this franchise together, the way you put this team together, man, it don't make no sense. Since 2011, man, I sent you that video talking about after 2011, bro, what Dallas has been doing. Matter of fact, man, I was talking to my pops about this the other day. Remember when I asked you, can you tell me when what was the last franchise center we had in our organization before Tyson Chandler?
Some say it was James Donald.
He said the exact same thing.
There's no other.
He said the exact same thing. He said, man, to tell you the truth, it was James Donaldson.
Bro, the whole Mark Cuban experience, I could damn near name all the centers we done had. At the beginning, we were trying to run with Sean Bradley and Rafe LaFrentz.
So the reason why I said this because look, when did we win the championship?
2011.
But when? Like what do we do to get that championship?
Well, you got a center. You put pieces around Dirk that help his deficiencies.
So this the part I don't understand, King. If that move help you get the only championship you have in your franchise, why don't you copy that? Now, this is another thing that gets me too. You let Tyson Chandler go, not once, but twice, right? Mm-hmm. But guess what? You extend Dwight Powell, though.
Yep.
You extend Dwight Powell.
Bro, it makes no sense. Everything that makes no sense.
King, if somebody can please explain to me how much sense does that make? You let that man go who helped you get a championship, who was arguably the best center of your franchise. Like I said before, who, King? After who?
James Donaldson.
Gotcha. Okay. And I'm guaranteed, without Googling it, I bet you half the folks in here don't even know who the hell James Donaldson is.
Probably not.
But you extend Dwight Powell. King, real quick, on the screen, I can't read. Can you tell me what Dwight Powell's numbers look like tonight?
He was 0 across the board, bro.
What was that again?
0s across the board.
Are you sure about that?
He got the same thing me and you got.
Nah, that can't be right because you keep extending this guy. You let Tyson Chandler walk twice.
That bro just made hundreds of thousands of dollars a day doing nothing. Starting center.
And we supposed to support this.
Bro, I think, you know what, now that you were saying it out loud, Dwight Powell, the reason that they're portraying Dwight Powell for who he is, or I guess what he's supposed to be, what he isn't, it's probably because of the Tyson Chandler failures. This is probably Mark Cuban just, you know how Mark Cuban works? That whole, I'm going to throw something in your face and on. It's like, well, Mark, you failed. It didn't work. It's okay. And he's still trying to be the smartest guy in the room and tell us that Dwight Powell is the truth. Makes no sense, bro. We got rid of Tyson Chandler twice. Our best center we've ever had, right? So you told me name the centers. Who's the best center we ever had? Tyson Chandler, right?
The Mavericks were formed in 1980.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to wait till 2010 to finally get a center.
Yep. We only had a center 2 years. Our best center ever.
Let me get to these players, bro.
Go ahead, please.
So the thing that also gets me about this game, like I said, I had a lot, man. That's why I'm kind of glad the game was earlier, because I got time to kind of marinate and think about some things. So the part that I don't understand is, right, you saw what the starting lineup was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you heard me talk about, hey man, if you got these slew of bigs on your team, why don't you play 2 bigs, right? Supposedly the 2 big lineup don't work, so you took out Maxi Kleber and you kept in Dwight Powell.
Dwight Powell, yeah.
Now, can you please tell me, King, what was the most efficient 2 big lineup that we had? Who were the 2 bigs that we had in together that is supposedly the most efficient together?
Maxi Kleber
and
Christian Wood.
Gotcha. How often do those guys play together?
Not at all.
Now, remember, you, Jason Kidd, said this in a press conference when matter of fact, when Maxey was out.
Mm-hmm.
This when you get back, we're gonna play more of the Christian Wood Maxey lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just like your owner, you're a liar, because you hardly did that too.
Mm-hmm.
Now you didn't start them 2 guys, but you started Maxey Kleber and you started Dwight Powell, which we've been saying this for 1,000,000 times on this show. These 2 are literally the worst bigs I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? 2 of the worst bigs can't rebound to save their life or save my life. Now, you played them an abundance of times, but you don't put the 2 guys that you've been saying the whole time will work together in as much you put them 2 together. So because those two don't work, you completely just axe the whole entire project down. Just you know what? That's not gonna work. I'm just I don't get it, King. I don't get it, man. The team played with no heart today.
No.
I told you this probably, I want to say like a month ago, probably a little bit less than that. I said, man, look, Jason Kidd lost his team, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He lost it. You could just tell. There's no way in the world, man. Like I said, you got Kyrie, you got Christian Wood, you got an improved Jaden Hardy, you got an improved Josh Green, and you guys only won 36 games. We damn near the 80, King. You only won 36 games. There's no way.
45 is done. They not. Bro, I think we went under 500.
Oh, yeah.
We might not get to 40. I don't think we get to 40 like he said. I don't think we get to 40.
Like I said, when Richard mentioned that, I was like, "Oh, you crazy?" But you're not crazy now.
We're not getting to 40. Yeah.
You lost to a team, bro. That's trying to lose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, let's see what else, bro. I gotta get on some players, bro. And I hope you don't get mad at me when I do this. Cause this is how I get down. I got it like it is.
I told you, get on everybody.
Let me go on down the line. Listen, bro, you heard me say this before. Now what I'm about to say is I'm not saying he trash and nothing like that. But there's some things that he's been doing over the last few games, bro, that he got to work on. Josh Green got to work on his game, man.
I think it's confidence shot though too, bro.
That might be the case, bro. That might be the case. But you got to work on that, man. Mm-hmm. You got to work on that. Like, he had that stretch where he looked like, okay, he finally getting it. Mm-hmm. When you yourself said, Josh Green, that this is easy now. Mm-hmm. When you made that comment, that signaled to me that you get it now. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, we finally developed into that Josh Green we all envisioned him to be. Now he digressed. Or regressed, I should say. Regress.
What happened though, bro? Remember what happened? What Jason Kidd did?
Took him out the starting lineup
and put Justin Holiday in the starting lineup. Remember?
It didn't cut his minutes. Justin Holiday, don't bring him back.
Nope.
Don't bring him back. If I see that man shoot and hit the side of the backboard one more time, bro.
Yeah. And
I just, like I said, it's the way kids put these people in certain positions. I heard somebody say, talking about Jaden Hardy, right? And it's like you need to give him an understanding of what his role is on his team. Mm-hmm. Because it's like once Kyrie and Luka get back there, it's like then he kind of gets put in the back burner. Like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't know how to use them or when to use them or nothing like that. And it's just, I don't know. It's like I said, this whole situation, this whole year is trash, bro. It's funny to me too, man, because last year you rubbed off on me, and now I feel like this year I'm rubbing off on you.
Man,
I wasn't trying to, bro.
Bro, this year is hell.
I wanted it to be a positive year, bro. I really did.
Bro, I don't think you even thought even last year the year would be like this.
No, nobody did, bro.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like this is.
We all thought, man, on that round table it was 50 wins, bro. We thought that was easy, no questions asked. Like, bro, if they lose 50, it's got to be a reason. Like, Luka had to be out for the rest of the season or something not to win 50. You know what I mean?
We even thought, like, even if they didn't get 50, you like playoffs. We get in the playoffs. You feel me?
Yeah.
We even talking about the play-in maybe or something like that, or maybe not getting the play-in. We didn't think the play-in. We like, nah, he can't get in the play-in.
Bro, I would have never in my life, my Maverick life, thought that Luka would not make the playoffs, bro.
They're not gonna make the playoffs. It looks like, man. Like, and it's like, how many teams make it now? 10.
Yeah. You're not gonna be one of the 10, bro.
Bro, the OKC Thunder gonna make it. The Lakers better than us now. Wow. Wow.
Minnesota better than us.
Yep. Wow, bro.
Look, man, I gotta do this too, King.
Keep going.
I'm sorry. Kyrie for the last 2 games played like trash, bro.
He did. I agree.
Played like trash. I mean, you shout out to Luka, like you said, 40 and 40. I know he going through some things mentally and all that stuff with his family. It's stuff that we kind of had an idea of, but we don't know the full detail because Luka's a private person. So I'm not digging into his. I don't care about that. Whenever we talk about players, we don't care about the off the court stuff. We talk about on the court.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care less about what's going on. I mean, not saying that in a you know.
It's not that you don't care. You're not here to criticize it.
Yeah, there you go. Like I'm not here to judge him or criticize what's going on off the court. You know what I'm saying? That's none of my business. Because what happened to him off the court does not affect me. So I don't. That's none of my business. Is what I kind of meant.
We don't know.
Yeah, but I'm talking about as far as on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude did his thing today. Like you said, he did. First quarter, everybody was trash.
Yeah.
Second quarter, he looked like he came out, man, like he did not want to lose, man. He played like he didn't want to lose. His defense was better, which is what we've been asking. This is what we've been asking. Just try on defense. Not asking you to be locked down. Just try on defense. You know what I'm saying? And he did that today. Now, let's get on the technical. This technical was also one of the things that we talked about when we talked about the 3 things we want Luka to fix. Matter of fact, you asked me this last show. This was last show. Will he get his 16th technical foul? And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it might be 3-4 games down the line. Nah, bro. The very next show. I know folks say, oh, he didn't do nothing. He didn't say nothing. Listen, man. When you built that reputation, it don't matter what you do. You're going to get that technical foul every time. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you built that reputation yourself. So you don't get the benefit of the doubt anymore. Like, remember the same thing happened to him last year when he got it, and he rescinded it or whatever. But you got the original reason why you got it is because your reputation. Bro, this is why we tell you to stay away from the referees.
If Luka had 2, even 5, even 10 right now, we wouldn't be going off as much about this technical foul. Like, well, why the ref call that? But with him having 15, it's foolish, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, man, it's always been there's 3 things we want to look at to fix, man. And folks just like, I'll stop criticizing him and let him do what he want. He don't got to play defense. He do everything else. He talked to the ref because he getting fouled. Like, you like top 3 in the league in free throw attempts, but you crying about calls. You causing your team 4-on-5s out there, bro, because you don't want to give effort on defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why we were saying this stuff. He gave the effort on defense trying to win the game tonight. That's what we want you to do. You got your 16th technical foul. Stay away from the referees. That's what we want you to do. You know what I'm saying? But people fight this type of stuff, though. It's cool he got 16. He gets suspended. That's cool. We don't care about that.
Our superstar got suspended basically 2 years in a row for technical fouls.
So it's just, like I said, this team got a lot of work to do, man. I'm about to get on. Nico, man. Look, I know you like, yo, Nico, he just started this and then listen, man. I think I told you this about a month ago when we was talking about when some people were saying like you gotta take some blame on this too. You were like, nah, he did this and this. Listen, bro. What's our weakness, King?
The center.
Okay. Did you get a center this trade deadline?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, the way you turned every stone to get like a Christian Wood, and the way you turned every stone to get Josh Richardson up out of here, to get KP up out of here, to get us Kyrie, you could have put that same effort into the one main issue that we have. The one main issue. We've been having this issue since Luka's been on the team, bro. We don't have anything in the middle. And this is why I also told you, King, this is what I really feel this, man. I really feel like this organization believes in the Dwight Powell so much. That's the reason why they haven't gotten a center. Because think about this, King. You got Luka some help, right? With Spencer. I know we had Bronson already, but you got him Spencer Dinwiddie and you got him Kyrie. Right? You knew you needed ball handlers, extra ball handlers. You worked on that. You got extra ball handlers. Even if it didn't work, I'm just saying in general, you got those guys. You working to get those guys. Even if it was Facu Campazzo or Kemba Walker, you worked on trying to get ball handlers. You know what I'm saying? When have you ever heard them say they were trying to work on getting a bid, King?
JaVale McGee.
Now, the same way you moved on and upgraded the wing position, the guard position, why you didn't do that with the center position?
So Here's my still trying to give Nico the benefit of the doubt, bro. But I'm not like he needs blaming this, but here's my part on Nico. We signed JaVale McGee and we signed Maxi Kleber before the year happened, right?
And he got to take blame for that Max Kleber signing too.
He's gonna take blame for the Maxi Kleber signing, but they're the two people that Jason Kidd loved, right? He signed those guys. We already got Dwight Powell for his contract. Nobody was going to take any of this. He wasn't even playing. Like Maxey was hurt. JaVale McGee wasn't even playing. Nobody was going to take them. We would have signed another person, another big, and had those 4 contracts on our team. So it's like, yeah, you go do it. I hate this team.
Unless you trade Dwight Powell, he had an expiring contract.
Yeah, they should have traded Dwight Powell.
Would have been 11 off your books. That's why I think they didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't think he's allowed to. You feel me? I don't know what's going on with Dwight. I don't think Dwight can be touched. Like Richard always says, that the white Cuban nonsense. Bruh, how are you going to trade your coach and starting center, though, bro? Jason Kidd wants to play Dwight Powell. It doesn't make sense, man. I want him to talk to us at the end of the year. Sorry to cut you off, but
No, you good.
I don't get it, bro.
I was going to touch on something else, too. I've been thinking about this. I heard a few people bring this up, and I guess I overlooked it, man, because, we just think in general. We just put defense in a general box, right?
Mm-hmm.
If your defense good, it's good. If it's not, it's bad. All that type of stuff, right? We don't look at I always tell you, we don't look at the gray areas.
Mm-hmm.
Put things into context. I've heard a couple of players, matter of fact, new players. I heard Justin Holiday talk about this. I heard Kyrie talk about this in his post game last game, and I even heard Christian Wood talk about this early in the season.
Yep.
They talk about the defensive scheme.
Yep.
And I'm not giving anybody a pass. But some of the struggles we have on defense probably has a lot to do with the scheme.
It has to do with our big men, bro.
That too.
It has to do, and I'm gonna tell you why. Last year we did it. It's a whole bunch. I tell you before. I think I told you before. They run, as you can see. Like you got to cover each other's man. That's how the Mavericks play. They don't switch. They cover each other's man. It's like it is a switch, but it's like it's not just switch on the pick and roll and all. It's like switch across the court, like help out and it's run across the court to help your man out or whatever like that. And it worked a little bit last year because Dodo was playing like at his peak, and then like Maxey was still decent defensively and all that. The issue is that you covering like, bro, when you get past your guy now, there's no stop at the rim. Like it's a bucket, no matter what. Like in today's NBA, nobody stays in front of anybody as far as defense. You know that. So it's basically about how much time can you give before the guy can get past you or whatever. It's a line to the bucket. So running instead, like Kyrie said on his post game last one, like you said, they switched everything in Brooklyn because they have Nick Claxton or whoever behind them. So it's like play that. We trust our men and all that stuff. Jason Kidd has this weird scheme that's going like because he doesn't trust the guys playing defense. So nobody's really playing defense. They just run to a man. Like it's not really defense.
Which is why you see a lot of them get lost.
It's a gimmick again.
Yeah.
It's a gimmick like we talked about with his gimmicks in Milwaukee when he got fired after or Brooklyn, Milwaukee, the first time it looks great and then they figure it out. Bro, these players around the league have figured out the Mavs. Like every team is cooking the Mavs. PJ Washington they're saying today's your day, bro. You feel me? Like you're going to cook the Mavs today. Go do it. I don't think this is just a random thing where these big men or these power forwards or whatever are saying today. Today. I think they go into the game saying that's why DeAndre Ayton got destroyed in the playoffs and all that stuff because he didn't do that. I think these guys are saying, go make your money today. Go show off on the Mavs because they got the white power in them. And Jason Kidd and them they just keep applauding these men. And we like, it just doesn't make sense because it makes us hate it. It makes us dislike them. And it's like, you don't want to dislike them, but it makes you dislike them because they're lying to you. It's like they're telling you this is a Ferrari and you like, hell no, this ain't no damn Ferrari. You feel me? Like you're like, this is
They put the Ferrari emblem on a Honda.
Yeah, or put it on a Neo Geo or something like that. You feel me? Like, so they put it on there and you like, this ain't no Ferrari. And they just keep telling you this is a Ferrari though. And everybody else looking at you like, you can't be a fool to believe that's a Ferrari, right? And they just keep telling us we're a Ferrari and pay your money to see this Ferrari and all.
Like Day on Friday, man, them ain't no 20s.
Yeah, they ain't no 20s, they 10s. And we, like you said earlier, we got to stop supporting them, bro. But it's like, I just want to step back. Like you asked the question, and Reese asked the question. He brought it up, or I think Bibbs, about what would it take for you to not be a Mavs fan. And I think most of us said it would have to probably come down to an incident, like another incident with Mark Cuban, where he actually was involved and they can actually get to him, or like some incident probably involved, race or being anti-Semitic, any of that kind of stuff where you're just being ridiculous and it's actually caught. And it's like he was just being a billionaire, basically. But right now, with the way it's being ran, like I got to take a step back. I said at the beginning of this year, like I wanted fans to boo Mark Cuban in the team, and I'm glad they got to that point. Like it's been stepping stones as far as firing Mark Cuban and guys like that yelling and all that kind of stuff to getting to the point of last game where they actually booed the team finally. And I'm like, yes, you finally did that. But you got to take a step back because Mark Cuban is trash right now, bro. And I'm getting to the point of being like, I'm going to be a Mad fan, but I may not support it until Mark Cuban steps down. Like, I'm getting to that point.
I wouldn't blame you, bro. I wouldn't even blame you.
I can't support Mark Cuban.
I'm not a Mark Cuban fan, bro.
Not at all right now.
Like I said, I like the players, but the owners, I look at him as like Jerry Jones, bro.
Yeah.
I can't do it, man. Like I said, you lie so much, bro.
Just because he got more money than us don't mean he's smarter than us.
Yeah. But yeah. I'm trying to think, was there anything else?
Players, you gonna keep going on the players? You want trash can juice? Maxey? You want to attack them or just leave him be?
I mean, him and Maxey did their thing there in the third quarter for a little bit there. Helped us get that, get back into the game or whatever.
Yeah. He did blow some layups, though.
Oh, my God.
The lead, though. Tim Hardaway was blowing.
Tim Hardaway might be the worst fast break player in the history of basketball, bro.
He can't lay up. His left hand layup is trash.
His left hand layup is, bro. Hardy got a better left hand package than him, bro.
He tries it all the time. His left hand layup is trash, man.
I cringe every time he drove the ball down the court, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with you. He's just, oh my God, bro.
They all need to be gone, though, bro. Which is at that point now. Like, I just want a new squad. I'm tired of seeing these faces.
Yeah.
I'm tired of. Yeah, you tired of giving these guys, like, I'm just tired of lying about these guys, for real. I'm tired of calling Reggie Bullock a good defender. You feel me? Like, I'm just tired. I'm tired. They're not good. Like, so we got the guys.
I'm tired of settling for mediocrity, bro.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying. Like, I keep saying, like, we settle for mediocrity because we see this and we used to this so much. Like, we shouldn't have to settle for this. Like, we got the Josh Greens. I told you Josh Green, the Jaden Hardy, obviously young. Like, in a few years, they'll be cooking and helping us out. That's fine. We had Christian Wood, which, okay, if he can't play defense, he can't play defense. Like, just decide if you're going to play him or not. So, okay, that's done. Let's not worry about him. Luka, Kyrie, but the rest of this team is just like, bro, we got too many guys on this team that play minutes that can't play basketball.
No, we got too many guys who are getting major minutes. They can't play basketball. You heard me say that a million times. You're getting more guys.
NBA basketball.
Yeah, to slide these guys down the natural pecking orders, bro. Like instead of Tim Hardaway being your second or your third option, you get some people in here and slide them down to the fifth or sixth option. Instead of Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell being your starting power forward and center, you get some folks in here, man, slide them down to, yo, man, if, this person out today, he hurt, we're going to treat you like Markieff Morris. Yeah. We just put you in whenever. Treat you like Theo Pinson. Just put you in garbage time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you need, bro. Stop depending on these same people, bro, that don't get you, they get you the same results. The definition of insanity, bro.
Tim should not be our sixth man, bro.
No.
He can't, he's not consistent enough. If you're going to be six man, you better be at least Jordan Clarkson, J.R. Smith, like you say, consistency, and he's not even that consistent. I don't want him as the fifth, sixth man. Shout out to Larry.
I take them two over Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Tim Hardaway, he's not consistent enough. He's a guy where you look at him and he should be the guy where when he gets you 15, it's a bonus. You feel me? Yeah. Like it's like, yeah, he got he made some buckets tonight, yeah, but not a guy. Six man you rely on. I relied on Jason Terry. Jason Terry was our dude, night in and night out. You feel me? Like it was like he came off the bench. He had to do his role because we knew the bench scoring relied on him.
Yeah, there were some nights that Terry might lead the team in scoring.
Exactly. So that's how it was. I can't, bro. I'm done with Tim Hardaway Jr. He needs to get traded and packaged. as soon as possible. But like, even if it takes the sign and trade now with Kyrie, like I just want the team to be completely different. So if Kyrie can stay and we get something done, we need to get rid of the other guys. So however it is to get rid of whatever it takes and whatever you got to do to get rid of the other guys, you got to do it.
King, all I'm asking for is a center, bro. Center. That's all I'm asking for.
But we need more than a center, though, man.
I'm just saying.
We need JCK too somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna argue that. I'm just saying, like, as far as player personnel, bro. Like, I'm tired of talking about that every year. I don't want Dwight Powell anywhere near this team, bro. I don't want the chance of him starting again, bro. I know, folks, that's like a running joke on Twitter right now. I'm not laughing, bro. I'm tired of looking at this dude.
Bro,
I want him gone off the team. He is a free agent. Let him be free. Focus your attention and your energy into getting a real center. I don't understand why that's so hard to understand for this team, bro.
Bro,
You saw the one time you had a center and it was successful. I'm not saying you're finna get a center and win a championship, but it'll put you in a better position. It'll make your perimeter players better. You heard us talk about that before. It helps your defense out as a whole. Your defense is struggling without a guy back there.
if they sign Dwight Powell again, bro, you have to promise me that we can do a show and not worry about it being monetized. Because I'm going off. If we sign Dwight Powell, I'm telling you, man, I'm going off.
I know you like don't be giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna get no, and I'm gonna save it because I don't want to say it. I know it make myself mad later on down the line. Never mind.
You think Dwight Powell gonna sign again,
Bruh,
If they sign, that's all I'm saying to you. I think he is too.
My head is saying, yeah, he gonna sign. My heart is saying, for the love of God, please do not sign this guy back, bro.
If they sign him, we need an episode where we don't got worry about being monetized, bro. Because I want to go off. Like I'm not sitting through this. I'm not sitting through this ish. I almost let it go right there again. If the White Powers are starting center next year, I'm not, man. I'm not sitting through this. I'll sit and just talk to the glow y'all. You feel me? Like we can just talk and they'll tell me what's going on. And I can talk about the Mavericks and all. But I can't watch this team to White Power being the starting center, man. I can't do it again. I won't support that. I won't support watching it. I will not.
Man, Nico got a very important summer, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to make some decisions, man. You got to make some decisions. You've been here now 2 years now. This will be his full second year.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen enough. Shout out to Bibbs, man. He said he talked to Nico. He sat behind him at the Hornets game in Charlotte.
Nice.
So, look, man, you gotta shake it up, man. You gotta shake it up. And I'm with you. Like, I'm to the point now, like, you keep Kyrie, sign, trade Kyrie, whatever, man. Like, we got to do something, man. I don't want to see the same roster again, bro. I don't want to hear anybody crying about keeping this person because look what they can do. Look at this number. Look at that number. I don't care about that stuff. Whatever those numbers is and what they doing and isn't it, it's not leading to anything. We're getting the same results every year with these people, man. It's time for a change, man. Get them up out of here.
Yep. Let's get Luka in shape. And like I said, next year, and let's start it over, bro. Let's do it. Let's get him here. Let's get him the way it's supposed to be, and we go from there. Like, come on, Luka, let's do it. Let's make the team how you want it to be and how it's supposed to be. No more playing games. You feel me? No more making friends with these guys. I mean, you can be friendly, but at the end of the day, first and foremost, your teammates, you associates on the court. Like,
bro, you can still talk to them off the court. That's
bro.
fine.
I don't need a Theo Pinson on the team no more, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Theo can
go too. I don't need just friends of guys to be on the court playing and having fun and all. Like, no, I don't need that. I just want guys that's going to help us win a championship.
Thank you.
That's it. If they can't help us win a championship, why sign them? Don't sign guys that you're not going to play. You feel me? Like,
don't sign guys to put them in position you know that they're not qualified for. Like, Dwight Powell's not qualified to be a starting center. Don't sign him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tim Hardaway is not a second option. Don't sign him. Like, we just move on, man. Move on. But yeah, you got any other takeaways, man?
No.
Do you want to give a game, bro?
We got to, right? I'm gonna give one.
All right, man. We giving a game ball to?
Get Dennis Smith Jr. again.
Man, Dennis looking good, man.
Yep, give it to Dennis Smith Jr. again just because he stuck it to the Mavs like 2 times. We lost to Charlotte.
Oh, did you see the video I sent y'all in the group?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that crazy? No, not the Channel 8 one, but the wait, no. Yeah, I sent it. It was attached to a tweet.
But which one? The guy?
Wait, no. I sent you. My bad. It was a short from YouTube. Somebody had a video of Mark Cuban. And
yeah.
They were playing the Charlotte broadcast.
Yeah. When he was sitting.
Talking about karma.
And
I was just like, wow.
And the broadcast announcer was talking about comment on.
Karma.
Bro,
yeah.
That happened under Mark Cuban's watch.
Yes.
Why didn't Mark Cuban fire Rick Carlisle that was happening and kept Dennis Smith Jr.?
Because remember he felt the same way. Same thing when Reese said a while back, right?
Because Dennis Smith Jr. felt no mistake.
Yeah. Remember he made the whole mistake comment that Harrison Barnes didn't like.
When there's smoke, there's fire.
That's
usually how it is, man. When it's smoke, there's fire. This organization looking bad. That's why I know we want to sign Jason Kidd and Ime Udoka and all that stuff. But I'm just like, we need to fix our organization right now. Like, we need a better. This is ugly, man. Like this.
What's the difference between this organization and the Ross Perot Jr. organization?
Bro, the Thunder look better than us right now. Like the Thunder in a better situation than us right now.
Yeah.
They don't even have a number 1 pick. And they're going to get another pick this year. Oh, God, man. Oh, man. Like, we got to watch these teams. That's what I'm saying. Memphis not going anywhere. San Antonio eventually going to get good again.
Yeah, you remember when I told you, this is why I said what I said that one show, when you was talking about you tired of Memphis winning the division. Mm-hmm. And this game is what I was telling you about. Memphis ain't getting swept by Charlotte.
Hell no.
Memphis not getting beat by San Antonio, Houston, Orlando, and all these other trash teams. Just us. Now, all those losses that you had against those teams, that adds up. Even with their 2 all-stars, like you said, are out, they're still winning those games.
Yeah.
Like, this is embarrassing, man. I shouldn't have other fans. I had Freezy text me today. I had analysts text me today, bro. That's embarrassing, bro.
We're embarrassing right now. Like, it's embarrassing to be a Maverick fan right now. Bro, so we wanted all the attention, right? All across YouTube now, all the stories and all about the content creators about the Mavs and their struggles and their fall apart and all that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded attention, but I want this kind of attention.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's a funny joke, right? X, you shall receive. Law of attraction.
All right, man. Let's get into these questions and these comments, man.
Did you give you a game ball?
Oh, Luka, my bad.
Okay.
No, Luka. It's Luka. I'm giving it to Luka. Because he don't want after that first quarter, like he played with heart out there, man.
Except for that tech.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Except for the tech, yeah. I mean, other than that, he probably the only one that showed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, man. If you guys got any questions or comments, you already know how this go. Hit us with the WTM, guys. That way we know you're talking to us and not one of your fellow Glow Yard members. I don't even know if we have any super chats in here.
Probably not.
Yeah, I didn't even look at
the comments. Ain't even work for today, y'all. We understand.
Don't see none. I was gonna tackle the super chats first, but I don't see none in here. Still going. Yeah, I don't think we had none. Okay, you good, King?
All right. Where am I starting?
We went a little over on that too, my bad.
Yeah, good. They talking to each other. What up, Alex? He says, I fully embrace the rebuild, so I'm glad we're getting exposed right now. We need to do some deep cleaning on this roster. Sadly, I feel like the only way to truly rebuild is to trade Luka. I told you I don't want to go that far, but
yeah.
I mean, I ain't going to disrespect your opinion, though, man.
Superstars don't grow on trees.
They don't, but Stewart says these losses hurt, but honestly, we are not going to make it far. We might as well tank and get the draft pick from New York. Guess, man.
The only thing, Stewart, about that, so shout out to Freezy, man, because matter of fact, he said he emailed me the thing to show me what it was about. They if we don't give that pick up this year, we're gonna have to go through the same thing again next year in 2024.
And then
And
we
that's gonna
can't
handcuff
trade.
us for the next 2 years on what we can work with as far as trading picks. So that's why we keep saying just let the pick go this year. Just let it go. Like I know it's gonna hurt to say, not go to the playoffs and also not get a pick. But at least you'll get your full cover of the picks back, man. You just let the pick go. Because if you don't let it go now, you're gonna have to deal with this again next year, which is gonna handcuff us again for another year to use picks to get somebody else.
You know what's wild, Rel? I think the draft pick is more important than the player. In my opinion, like I don't think a player is going to help us as much as the draft pick.
Nah, and that's what Reese said.
I don't think a player in this draft, and it's some talented players, but not right away to be as big as what a draft pick can get us.
No,
So
I was saying it to trade them, to trade the pick. That's what
that's what I'm saying. As far as so, I want the pick free so we can have picks to trade because I'd rather have the picks to trade for like a qualified player or a bona fide player, I should say, that already is known and can already do what we need him to do than work on a rookie.
Right.
Div says if we lose all our remaining games, we finish no worse than 10th place. So we keep our pick. Woohoo. Yeah, we just talked on that, Div.
Mm-hmm.
Marcel said it's time to lose out to keep our top 10 draft pick and stick it to the Knicks. We don't stick it to the Knicks. They still hold on to picks. They're going to stick it to us, really. With that pick, the Mavs will select an extremely talented player to form a big three with Luke and Kyrie. I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know if they're going to be that good right away. Nancy said, I just can't understand how Jason Kidd won't change anything. But the people, when the three ball is not falling, they shot 49 3-pointers and only made 19. So that means they missed 30, which is basically 30 turnovers because no rebound. You know it.
You're not lying, mate. You're not lying. That sounds about right.
Nancy said they only lost by 6 points in the second quarter. They got back into the game by the 2, not the 3. Then he put Luka back in earlier than he normally does, and they went back to the 3 ball, which still didn't drop.
Yep.
Johnny B said, "Glow y'all, what up? 2 straight losses to a tanking team, missing his 2 best players. It's inexcusable, and the Mavs were 100%, so no excuses. And crybaby Luka got suspended. Pack it in for the rest of the season." He also says the Mavs should really just tank these last 8 games. Truthfully, they were more than likely going to lose anyways, no matter who plays. I knew hiring Kidd and a shoe salesman was a horrible idea. Alex says, why would any player want to play for Kidd? He has the personality of a 2x4. He doesn't take accountability, and he doesn't play his best players. Hall of Fame player, horrible coach. Johnny B also says, I'm honestly glad this is happening. Maybe the management can see the mistakes they made by hiring Kidd, the pieces they have around Luka, and how much Luka needs a veteran to babysit his anger issues. Nancy says, King, you called it the other night. You said if Kyrie plays and don't play well, he is hurt. They will criticize, and if he don't play, they will criticize him too, so he won't win either way. Yeah, that's the nature of the beast. He make the big money too. You're looking for $50 million, right? So, I gotta call it the way it is. Like, love him, but you gotta step up no matter what.
Yep, 2 games in a row, you scored 18 points, bro.
Johnny B says it's time to call up Udoka, fire the whole coaching staff except Shamgod, beg Igor to come back, beg Wood to resign with Kidd being gone, let everybody who's free walk, find some defense.
Yeah, if you're gonna clean house, Johnny, clean house.
Yeah.
If you're gonna reboot. Sham can go too.
Matthew said, been thinking a lot lately after the last. Let me ask you this, Ro, before I read the rest of this. Does Nico get fired based off of Jason Kidd?
No.
So
remember, he didn't hire Jason Kidd.
I know. I'm just saying Mark Cuban will make sure not to fire him before Jason Kidd, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Matthew says, been thinking a lot lately after the last couple of losses. We either need to go all in and start winning and gelling as a team, or go all out and make sure we get our top 10 pick in the draft. I'm over that pick, man. I told you, if it happened, it happened. I'd rather. I'm telling you,
because I don't want the Knicks to keep holding it over our head for the next 2 years, bro.
If the organization can't get this right, and that pick ain't like a superstar day one, then we're gonna be sitting here like, man, we still can't trade our picks to get someone else.
No, you gonna hear people tell me, oh, why they didn't just not get the pick or whatever. You know how folks, you know how fans are, bro. They'll find something to complain about.
Matthew said we can't have a pick between 11 and 15 because we don't own that pick in the draft. That's why it's either all in or all out. We can't go 500 for the rest of the games. If y'all thinking too hard about that, about sticking it to the Knicks, don't worry. That's already done. We already had to trade for Kristaps Porzingis. We owe them. So anybody else, you owe them. We got to pay up.
If it's not this year, y'all, it's going to be next year.
Yeah. Like it has to roll over, I think, 3 times for it to go away to a second-round pick or something like that.
Yeah.
Jay Hardaway says, what up, Jay? He says, you think Mike Brown is coach of the year? My Kings are balling. Fox and Sabonis a problem like the Beam. I do think Mike.
I think right now, I think he's the favorite right now.
Yeah, I think he's clear. I think he's gonna win it.
Nobody saw that coming except for Marcus Spears.
Y'all might make it to the finals. Who knows this year? The West is wide open. Defense doesn't matter. Just the Mavericks can't get it done. Another year where the Mavericks had a door open and they just can't take advantage of it. It's all.
Hey, my team not gonna be there, Jay. So man, good luck to y'all.
Good luck to you. Yep. Good luck to you, man. First year, it should be nutty in that place, right? First time in 16 years, y'all should be going off in the playoffs.
I was gonna ask if they gonna still like the Beam in the playoffs, but I guess they probably are.
They should. He also says it's not over until the fat lady sings. True.
Oh, she been singing.
With that, yeah. Matthew says if we are fighting for a play-in spot, we have to win 5 out of the next 7. Really need Luke and Kyrie to give it their all. Even though we have ran out of time, it's about having the resilience.
Yeah, I'm over it, bro.
Yeah. Div says your show makes me happy to come on when we do really bad, almost more than when we win, because you guys are hella funny and entertainment. Appreciate you, Div.
Why does everybody keep saying that?
Yeah, man, I hate this though. Y'all understand, man? Like,
bro, I had Knicks fans saying that about it. So I'm not even a Mad fan. I like y'all get y'all funny and stuff. I'm like, bro, we not trying to be funny.
I hate doing this. Y'all know how much I
be. Let me be mad, bro. Let me be mad.
Man. That's how much y'all love it. So that's why the Mavs doing.
That's why we tripping out. I'm like, man, I don't like ranting. And you have folks like tweet us. Well, look, we gotta be ranting. Like, bro, I don't like ranting, bro. Like, I hate it, man.
I feel like I be saying the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, that's what I feel like too. That's why I don't like it, bro. Like I remember I told, matter of fact, when we was talking to Reese and them and Bibbs and them, I was like, man, I don't like ranting because I feel like I'm talking, like you said, talking about the same thing. I like when we win because you talk about different things. Because I feel like each show we had was different from the other show during the playoffs when we was winning those games. It felt different. It felt like a new experience.
Yep.
But when you're losing, you already know what the losing is for. And you can be talking about the same thing over and over. It's just kind of getting old.
Yep.
But yeah, we do appreciate it, Joe, Div. We appreciate it. Man.
Absolutely, Div. Oh, and shout out to Div and Larry. I was with them on Discord.
How'd that go?
After the last show. I was on there going with Larry for a second.
Y'all best friends now, man?
All right, Larry be wild. But no, it was good though. They did a good job. It was awesome as always. And then I got off of there because I was beside Queen and she was trying to sleep. So it was late night. But shout out to them though.
Right.
Gina Kim said this was an expected loss. And I don't feel bad, not one bit. It was on everyone today. I tuned in at the start of the second quarter, saw people on Twitter say Luka didn't look like himself, and I saw it said, he was.
Yeah, that first quarter.
Like, whoa, what's going on? Yeesh.
He still, even when he was cooking, though, Gina, he didn't even really still look like himself.
Yeah. Marky says, kind of glad this is happening now. The front office has ample evidence this team is tasked. Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, you right, Mark. But they ain't stopped them before.
Nah.
We been getting cooked in the middle for how long? And they still ain't got no center, so we'll see.
Gina Kim says game ball to Luka. He was shooting horrible, then randomly turned on his fire. It was impressive, and I applaud him for that. But other than that, it was a disappointing game. Bro, you hear how the commentators, Mark and how Hart and Mark try to like make this team out to be the best they can and all, but like sitting there trying to say it's trash at the same time.
Oh, they slipped before.
Yeah, they be like,
they slipped.
It's just trash. Like,
I've been noticing that. They've been slipping a lot on that. Like, you can't, hey, listen, man. They just like, listen, just imagine, King, we do a post game, right?
mm-hmm.
And we be sitting there like, man, I really feel like doing this show. Just imagine how they feel. They actually got to
game,
cover the game. Like,
bro, the
Matter of fact, I thought about that today with
them.
them. I said, I wonder how they feel covering this game, bro, because it's like,
the Mavs went down real quick, and they tried to just stay calm, like it was the regular game. And all. I'm like,
and they got to, you know what I'm saying? That's their job.
And I'm like, y'all know this is horrible now, right? And they just sitting there trying their hardest.
They trying their hardest, man. Like, hey, kudos to Mark Followell and Derek Harper, man.
Yeah,
they some soldiers, man.
Gina Kim said the DP thing is so frustrating. I love Powell, and I know it's not his fault he's starting, but why would kids start him and then bench him? don't start him in the first place. Yeah, he just need to be gone, Gina Kim. I mean, we can all love him, whatever, but
you can love him on another team.
I don't know. I don't know what position he can play on the NBA basketball floor, especially in 2023. Johnny B says we need DSJ next season as a backup PG, just like I said last season. Oh, he got signed with.
He gonna probably resign with them, Johnny.
I thought they didn't finalize and make him a deal for 2 years.
Not yet, but I think he gonna get it.
Yeah, he's Charlotte is.
Matter of fact, they were talking about that during the game today.
Plus, he home too.
Yeah, that's his home, so yeah, I can see it.
But
the coach believes in him. The coach love him over there.
Oh, he's gonna start. I think now. I think he's gonna start beside next year. I think he's gonna be the starter beside what's his name?
What's the boy name?
Ball.
Thank you. Melo. Yeah.
Yep. I think he's gonna start beside him. Jody, Glow Yard Gang member, says
Good, Jody.
DSJ killing us with game winners, just playing your heart out, but defense can't help it. This season is karma for Cuban. Fix this ish.
You might be right, Jody. It might be karma for him.
John, man, I'm gonna pray for you, John boy. I see your comment, and I ain't reading it, but don't lose faith, man. It's okay. It ain't not over the Mavericks, man. Not over the Mavericks. Please don't. Let's see. Jenny Kim said it's nice to know that we aren't the only team that has a problem with their coach. Yeah. Vaughn says, until now, I don't understand why Mavs starting power and be fine being down by 20 while giving opponents the momentum early. If he is unplayable, then don't start with him. Yeah, I don't get it. Matthew says, fire Kid.
You know what's funny about that? Let me touch on that. Kid is the one who took him out of the rotation pretty much last year in the playoffs. Yep. So you knew he was unplayable, but yet just continue to keep jacking his minutes up, man, and let him start every game.
Forcing a square peg into a circle hole, man. Just keep doing it. Matthew says, fire Kid, fire Kid, fire Kid, fire Kid, fire Kid, and fire Kid again. I actually care about this team, and I want them to succeed. It's just I feel like the fans care more about the players, which is sad.
2023, Matthew. Say.
Marcel says, the one time Josh Green attacked the paint this game, he scored a mid-range jumper in the paint. I want a more aggressive Josh Green these last 4 games that plays for 30-plus minutes per game win. Yeah, you might as well just shut the guys down and just let us see the Josh Green and Jaden Hardy experience again.
Yeah.
Let's see. Melissa. Glow Yard Gang member says, wow, I was so certain Mavs would win this. Charlotte isn't even making it to the playoffs. They weren't hitting shots down the wire. They didn't look desperate. Luka doesn't look okay. Bruh, I can't even believe. I thought we was going to win it today because Charlotte didn't want to win 2 games back-to-back. They still beat us. They did that for DSJ.
Oh, DSJ did it for him because he was the one out there.
Yeah, but I mean, they actually.
I know.
Like,
he went out there.
Johnny B says, Jesus, the first topic sound like a eulogy. Y'all wake up. We supposed to be MFFLs. We only 1 game out of the play, and y'all giving up already. You are too, Johnny B.
Johnny, hold on.
You making fun, bro.
I'm about to say, Johnny, you is the ringleader of that, man.
Don't you fall. He's trying to play the other side. That's what I'm saying. It's like
Johnny, I ain't gonna lie, Johnny be getting me.
He manipulated.
He be getting me, boy.
Nancy says, I wouldn't put the Knicks up there with the other teams you were talking about. The owner has been trash for decades, the way he treats their fans and retired players. I guess you mean I would put the Knicks up there.
He ain't been doing too bad this year. You ain't heard a peep from James Dolan this year.
Yeah. Akuma says, what up, Akuma? Respect and peace to the show and chat. Seawood point line was 14.5, and I knew not to take that. Not even a Mavs fan. Enjoy the show. Appreciate you, Akuma. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Every time I see Akuma, I think Akuma from Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Oh. Gina Kim says, after the Kyrie trade, I was excited. I didn't think we would get him, but when we did, I wanted us to do more. Not just stop at him like get a big or wing defender.
Yep. That's what I said, Gina.
We thought it would be another move. That's what we kept saying.
Yeah, we kept saying because it's common sense.
Move. Even the national media said, move. They married. Watch out.
Kept saying. As a matter of fact, remember they had that article. Not article. They had that alert that came out. I think it was Tim McMahon. It was saying it was him. Matter of fact, it was Tim McMahon and Mark Stein. Both were like, look for Dallas to make more moves.
Yep.
Because we kept saying like, that's why Dallas made that move early, so they still had time to find the scour the landscape and see what they got out there, man.
So like I said, Nico on the clock this summer. It's a big summer for Nico. Big summer.
It's been like 3 big summers.
Yeah, I mean, Nico been under pressure all the time. Like
Nico been under pressure. You think about it, so he signed on the dotted line. You know that, right?
Dotted line, yeah. Like Nico works under pressure. So
that's why I asked you last game. I say, bro, hey, is this hard for Nico? You were like, yeah.
You better believe, like, this a difficult. Every way is like you look and it's like, man, this ain't something that'll make people happy. This decision, but it might be the best decision to make right now to try to get us out of this. Like, we're in a hole right now, so you're gonna have to make some decisions that people don't like to try to get out the hole. You got to tag somebody. Bilal says, "Kid would rather miss the playoffs than play Wood. Got me weak."
Hey, as long as we're not right, that's all he cares about.
Oh my goodness, Christian Wood. When you go to the other team, his tell-all gonna be ridiculous. Div says, "Who to blame for this mess? Mark Cuban, previous GM, Jason Kidd, G League players not playing hard, not including Hardy, Green, Seawood, Luka, and Kyrie. A little bit of everything." As you just said.
He said G League play. Oh, he talking about what? You call it the white powder on the G League players.
Yeah, everybody, not those guys. That 5. Look, we got 5 players right there.
Yeah.
That means that should be 5 players on the court, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If Jason Kidd was smart, I don't. I've never seen a coach not play his 5 best players the most. I've never seen it. Div says the white power makes sense to resign because Cuban isn't about winning, but about social issues in Dallas and getting good guys. Excuse me, such as Cardio B, who was all about that too, man. I'm starting to believe that Cuban might not be about the social issues too. It might just be about his look. About the image. About the image. He the same guy, because not to go into the personality, but still the same guy that said about the mixtapes. The same guy that was the Trump supporter until that inauguration. I mean, not until the inauguration, until the what was it called? The debates and all that stuff. Then he just realized that he wasn't the person that he thought he was or something like that. Get the hell out of here. But that's a different conversation. Let's see. Jay Hardaway says, just found your channel. Question, do you think the Kings are back? I mean, depending on what you think back. I don't think y'all as good as like a
perennial playoff team. I can see it. I got a lot of young pieces.
Yeah, but I don't think y'all as good as what's the name right now. Like back when Chris Webber was there. I thought Chris Webber was supposed to be a what-if team that should have won a championship.
Yeah, they were there. They were there.
Man, screw the Kings and the Lakers. The Mavs and the Kings, the rivalry.
I hated playing the Kings.
Man, the Kings used to outscore us in so many layups, man. Layup after layup, because
they were actually the most entertaining game. It was still be like 130, 128.
Why were they getting layups though, bro? Because we didn't have a what?
What's that position that guards the paint?
Dwight Powell?
Point guard.
Gotcha. Gina Kim said it starts with Mark. As an owner, it's your job to provide the team with their needs. He's the head of the operation, but can't make the right decisions. It's all about family instead of business. Shaking my head.
I'm telling you, Mark got a lot of yes men.
Yep.
And that's coming too from us talking to some people and they know. So yeah, a lot of yes men.
Matthew says Nico did a good job on getting Kyrie, but I said he needed to get a big and a wing defender at the trade deadline. We really missed out, and I knew this would kill us.
Yeah.
Div says go watch the introductory press conference with Nico and Jason Kidd. You can tell Jason Kidd was all "you are the boss" and a word tone. I didn't like it at all, and him being hired prior to GM.
Div, I don't know how long you've been following the channel, man. I had a video. Me, Jay, and Will had a video talking about that. What you just said, we talked about that same thing, bro. So yeah, you're right.
Gina Kim says coaching is just bad, just as bad. We don't have a great roster, but he should be able to adjust.
Yeah.
We have these great players, and he can't seem to make the right plays that work for them, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this roster joke. Like, yeah, we got pieces that could be better to be a championship level team. But, bro, we got enough pieces on the team to be more competitive than what the hell we doing right now.
Thank you. Like I said, I'm not saying this is a championship roster. I've never said that. I heard us talk about this roster all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we should not be in the 12th seed or whatever in the West or whatever. We should be one of the top 10 teams at least.
Bro, there's just no way.
There's no way.
We made the Western Conference Finals last year, and we got the most talent Luke ever had around him this year. And
And that's what I'm saying. What I asked you the other day, I said, because remember, before then, Luka was taking KP and Tim Hardaway to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Now you take them two out and you give me Kyrie and Christian Wood?
Yep.
Bro, I would have took that all day. Like, come on, man.
Melissa, she says, I believe there's something between Luka and Kidd, and Luka isn't happy with him.
Yep, we said that last show, Melissa. Kid trying to make it seem like, oh, everything's okay. No, bro, it ain't.
AT says people can't even say Luka was trash today. He was playing off ball, hitting threes off the catch, playing defense, and we still lost. Let's tank for the top 10 pick, resign Kai, and go from there. Yeesh. I don't know about this, Birdie. It didn't start good at all.
Yeah, it didn't start good, Birdie.
The only time the Mavericks looked respectable was when Christian Wood started, and they had a 7-game win streak.
Yeah, because I thought that I thought we finally figured it out, but then when he got hurt in that Atlanta game, he just went right back downhill from there.
Yep. Dave says Jason Kidd is responsible for this. Seawood should have started from game 1. If he fails in 20 games, doesn't get better, put McGee in. And if he fails, put Powell. Then the team would understand. Yeah.
You know what's funny about that, Div? It's funny. Out of them 3 names you just said, Powell's the only one that got the benefit of the doubt out of the other 2 guys. McGee had 5 games, took him out. Like you said, Christian Wood, I think he started for like 20 games. Once he got hurt, you took him out. Powell got you 4 minutes today with 0, 0, 0, and 0. But you continue to keep starting this guy and upping his minutes. But yeah, resign
0, 0, 0, 0.
0, 0.
My man out here riding on wheels. He riding on spinners.
He putting up a double McGee. The 2 zeros. 0, 0.
Gina Kim said if he would have started the right players and played their right minutes, or their minutes right, we wouldn't have the Green problem, the Wood problem, or even the Hardy problem.
Yeah. Because you kept playing around with Hardy's minutes too. It was up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like that I think I heard Kid, maybe it was 2, but I'm thinking 3 times he said the exact same thing about Hardy. Oh, we gotta find a way to get him minutes. You said it like 3 times this year.
Yep.
It's like, come on, man.
Yep. Amen. MJ says, Rel spot on. Great show with King. Appreciate you, MJ.
Appreciate it, man.
Matthew said, will Kidd ever start Wood? Will he give McGee minutes? Will he actually coach rather than scratching his head all the time? Will he call the right plays and lead his team? Will he get fired? Wow. I mean,
shout out to L, man. She call him pocket hands. He always got his hands in his pocket.
My man playing pocket pool.
I guess he's doing something.
MJ said Hornets were tanking, but think these last 2 were for DSJ, and what happened with him in Dallas. Yeah. Yep, that's what I said. MJ.
Hey, and for him to hit the dagger 3 in Dallas in front of Mark Cuban, man.
Yep.
I wanted Mark Cuban to watch that mixtape.
Gina Kim says Kidd needs to take responsibility and accountability. I wouldn't want my coach telling me how bad I'm doing if he's not doing his part. We're so predictable that we're unpredictable.
Gina, you keep using that. So you're putting 2 words in there now that I've never heard attached to Jason Kidd before. Responsibility and accountability. Yep. I'm trying to see that roll off the tongue. Jason Kidd, accountability. Jason Kidd, accountability. No, I don't roll off the tongue, Gene. I'm sorry. Just it doesn't work for me.
Dave said, I kept saying we have G League roster with Luka prior to the trade. I know you guys didn't believe me, but we literally are not that good. Those other teams are better, but they didn't have Luka. Hey, Dave.
Yeah, when you said G League roster, I knew who you was talking about, Dave. I caught on late. I knew who you was talking about.
They're not even G League roster. I told you, I don't even think Dwight will cook there. But here's my thing. You gave us 5 players, right? That's 5 players. A starting lineup, at least. That's a starting lineup. That's good enough. Most teams, like, that can be a decent team, a regular season team. We shouldn't be this bad. Not with this talent we have. Like, yeah, it's not talented enough to win a championship, but it's not this bad, is what I'm saying, to be the 12th seed. You have 5 guys. I can go to other teams that got 5 guys. There are some guys that beat the Mavericks that don't got 5 guys. It's just the other guys that aren't part of the 5 just go off against the Mavericks. You feel me? Like,
which happens a lot.
Yeah, like it's Jason Kidd, man. I lost. It's over. Jason Kidd. Wow, J Kidd, man. Shout out to them other guys that hated J Kidd from the beginning. Melissa said, this was my first listening to Del Curry, Steph's father, announcing he explained that Kyrie, a shooter, has to adjust to not having the ball as much, which is needed to get in his rhythm. I think he was fine. Like, Kyrie been off.
I was say Kyrie played our ball with LeBron,
James Harden.
James Harden, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because James Harden was more of their point guard when he was over in Brooklyn. I said that's not the issue. For one, they hadn't played a lot of games together.
Yeah.
Because either one of them have been hurt or both of them hurt. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the issue. It's our defense, man. We need to step our defense up.
I think Kyrie is a 2-guard, actually.
I do too. I look at him in the same vein as Iverson.
Yeah, he's just too small. So they try to list him as the point guard and make up the other ways. Yeah,
give him a Eric Snow or Luka, somebody who's bigger, bro, to guard the big guards. So yeah.
MJ says Friday's game was a fireable offense. Most all coaches in the same situation would have been fired, but because Jason Kidd is friends with Cuban, not the case. Yeah, that Friday game was a fireable.
It ain't over yet, MJ.
Div said at one point Wood was averaging 20 points and 9 rebounds, but Mavs coaching wants none of that and moved him back to the bench with limited minutes. When Green did well, they benched him and started Holiday. Yep.
Can you read that again, King? Because I'm trying to comprehend all this. He said what now? He said Wood averaged what now?
Div said at one point Wood was averaging 20 points and 9 rebounds, but Mavs coaching wanted none of that and moved him back to the bench with limited minutes. When Green did well, they benched him and started Holiday.
I'm confused. Why would you want your big to give you 9 rebounds, Div, when you can have 2 bigs that give you 4 rebounds?
Shout out to Ralph. You can put them stats back on the screen. Shout out to Reggie Bullock, though, out rebounding both our bigs again.
Again? So I want y'all to look at this. That's can you see that? Oh, here we go. Can you see my arrow? Can you? 6 rebounds for Reggie Bullock, right? 0 rebounds for the great Dwight Powell, and then Maxey got you 4
in 32 minutes.
So I don't know what you're talking about, Div. I'd rather have that 4 over that 9, man.
I think Christian Wood got you 4 then in like 14 minutes. Gina Kim said, I've liked Kai's mentality. No excuses. He might be hurt, but at the end of the day, he's still in the court and he likes the challenge. I need everyone on this team with that mentality to do more. And at this point, though, Gina Kim, we hobbled guys don't help us. We behind the 8 ball right now. We need wins. We need the best available players. Eddie, what up? He said, would we have been better off with Rick? If Rick would have been an assistant for Jason Kidd, we'd be awesome.
Under Rick, I don't think Hardy and Green would develop the way they developed.
If Rick was St. Jean, we'd be awesome right now.
Yeah.
MJ, and they let Jason Kidd hire all his these rookie coaches and all. Like, they got to take some power from J. Kidd, man. MJ says, listen to Milwaukee fans. They experienced this ish we are now experiencing.
Yep. Some of them been on Twitter kind of telling us like, yo, we know how y'all feel. So, yeah.
Rick Carlisle laughing. Literally. Everybody laughing at us this year. I mean, right now, like, ha. Steve says, do you guys think we should have win more with Hardy over Irvin because Irvin don't look the same right now?
You talking about tonight, Steve?
Yeah.
Look. If Kyrie was hurt, man, they should have sat him out.
Yeah.
You're not hurt. You're not helping the team hurt. The same thing we said about Luka when he was out there. If you're hurt, sit down, man, because you're hurting the team.
Yeah.
Then you don't want to cause further injuries, man. So if you hurt, go sit down.
But they're at a point now where they were trying to still fight, though, bro.
No, I understand. But you all we heard the coach talk about is they want to get healthy.
Yeah.
That's what the coach said. You're not getting healthy by continuing to play on that leg or that ankle or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't. So Steve, not in general, because even though Kyrie got 18, not this game, the last game, I think he almost had a triple double, right? He had like 18, 9, and 7 or something like the last game, I think. So he still does other things as well. So you want him because he's still better at other things than a lot of other players. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a right answer. I'm done trying to.
Your franchise don't either.
Yeah. Gina Kim said, has Kidd lost the locker room? Yes.
Yep.
What team can be successful with a coach who can't even hold himself accountable? He can't put it on others when he's mostly at fault.
You know what? And I thought that with Kyrie and Luka, they can overplay the coaching. You know, I thought it would be like one of those cases with like David Blatt when LeBron them overplayed David Blatt's coaching. I thought it would be like that. Nah, it's not, bro.
I gotta click this. Vaughn says cringing every time they feature Dwight, even though he gets cooked by every NBA center. Hey Vaughn, every NBA center, every NBA power forward, every NBA small forward, every NBA shooting guard, every NBA point guard, every positionless player in the NBA.
Vaughn, can you name any of them guys today that he was getting cooked by?
Frank Gloyard, gang member, said, I'll give benefit of the doubt to Nico because his hands are probably tied by Mark and coaching on keeping DP.
We're going to find out this summer, Frank.
Yeah,
we're going to find out.
I'm thinking there's going to be so many stories this summer. Oh, they're going to be
He got to go, man. He got to go.
Matthew said JaVale McGee is 7 feet tall and he doesn't get any minutes. Like, I don't understand. He going to have a story, too. They're going to all have a story on J. Kidd.
I mean, hey. And you know what? And there's a lot of things that have been kind of like hinted at throughout this season. Whether it be some comments that Christian Wood made, some comments that his agent made, some comments that JaVale McGee made on the Draymond Green show, or that tweet that Markieff made. Some of the stuff that Luka's been saying here.
Yep.
Kyrie made some comments a little bit, man. It kind of make you like,
Yep.
There's a lot of things. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying.
MJ says Milwaukee fans were saying this would happen. Yep.
Yeah.
Steve says rebounds killed us again. Always. We should have known when Luka was. We thought it was cute when Luka stayed the best rebounder every game and all that stuff. We're like, oh wow, Luka's the best rebounder. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because we have to be.
Mr. Gucci said defense. We have no defense. The Mavs can't even beat a Special Olympic team. We said this season. We so sad. Other teams will feel like ish. If the Mavs beat them this season, we definitely not ready.
Oh, what's good, Mr. Gucci?
That's horrible. Gina Kim says if DP worked on his game and started knocking down threes, dunking on others, and being a bigger threat on D a little bit, would y'all want to keep him if he did that? But that's like a different player.
I'm good.
That's a different player. No, I'm talking about. She said if he worked, that's never going to happen, right?
This is going to be his 9th season, Gina.
Yeah,
you're going to work on all that. I mean, I'm not saying what you're saying. I'm just in this hypothetical example here. Like you didn't work on that from the day you got here. Like I said, I remember I asked y'all this before. I even asked you this, King. I said no. I asked Reese and Bibbs this too. Mm-hmm. I said, what has the White Power worked on since he's been with the Mavericks? The only thing he tried to work on those threes.
On the three before the Achilles injury.
And that was it. That was short lived. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That was short lived because he started missing a few of them. He's like, oh, okay, I'm going back to doing what I've been doing. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because I felt like at one point he got like 33%.
Bro, like, he's only taking like, think he only made like 1 out of 3 the whole season or some trash. You know what I'm saying? For him to get that 33%. And so, like, we talk about, Jaden Hardy working on his game and Josh Green working on his game. I've never heard anybody say the White Power need to work on this game.
Never.
You've been in the league 8 years. You can't even hit an elbow jumper, bro, from 15 feet out.
Well, according to our organization, he's the greatest at everything already.
Gotcha. My bad.
He's the greatest screen setter.
I'm sorry.
Bro, I've never seen somebody, bro.
I apologize.
They talk like this dude Steven Adams or something.
My bad, bro. I was out of pocket. I'm sorry. My bad.
Div says the Mavs analogy. We have Neo Geo console, Luka Doncic for no games, and games are way overpriced for what they are for the rest of the roster. Yeah, man. It's like when
Neo Geo console. Dang, boy.
It's like the Xbox Series X the first year or whatever, and we ain't had no new games on it, y'all. So it's like, damn, I got this Series X for no games. But Richard says, Glow Yard Gang, what up, Richard? First comment. It does hurt to say, but it's a college team and not a good one. But I'm too old for change. Mavs, Pels, Saint. Let me know what you mean by that, Richard. But yes, it's man, a college team. Some college teams got better talent than us. Let's see. Gina Kim.
I'm looking at the crowd.
Yeah, man, them comments are wild. Peter Kempston was scared even the good coach last year did Luka Brunson, and then would he just cover up for him? He adjusted better last year than this year. Why is it so difficult for him? I don't know. I felt like
Man, Gina, it's a lot to take out of your comment right there. Because I think we asked that about 2 months ago. And I was like, man, did they make him look good? But then it's like, yo.
I saw the adjustments though, bro.
You're right. I'm not going to do that. Look, he made the adjustments. He kept things very simple. That was the one thing he said that when he signed with us. He said he's going to try to keep things very simple. He's making things very complicated. Like I said, y'all heard me talk about some of the players who made comments about some of the stuff that he's making complicated. Whether it be the defensive schemes, whether it be the lineups, it be the minute distributions. The way that you're playing, the Dwight Powell's 35 minutes a game, whatever the hell he playing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it's Igor, I think, bro. That's the common denominator.
Man, this year is more than Igor.
No, what I mean by that is he was able to keep it simple when he had Igor, because it wasn't his job. You feel me? Like Igor was that guy, so Jason Kidd just kept it simple.
So you telling me you can't keep it simple with St. Jean, bro? Greg St. Jean?
That's your guy, man.
What? I got that Greg St. You know I got that Greg St. Jean suit, bro, in the closet, bro. Don't play.
Avant Trader said, Bullock been on different teams every 2 years. If he really was a defender the Mavs think he is, all these previous teams wouldn't have got rid of him so quick. Knicks, Lakers, Pistons. Yeah,
you know what's funny about that? Shout out to Freezy. I know he's going to watch this later. They said this on their channel.
We keep elevating these guys. Like, Reggie Bullock is a decent defender. Like, if your team has defenders already, he's one of like your bench defenders, then you're like, yeah, we got Reggie Bullock as a bench defender.
Reggie should be the Justin Holiday.
Yes,
he should be
one of those
Holiday.
guys. Like, we come to the bench, so we got a Reggie that can make threes and come off the bench and can't really dribble the ball and all, but he can shoot. And
you just occasionally get spout the two guys minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And shoot three.
Yeah,
when you out there, a literal 3-and-D guy.
Hit the occasional three. That's a good point, man.
AT says, say Luka leaves, at what point does Cuban call it a day and said, I'm done with sports ownership because two superstars magically landed on your team and you still mess it up?
Bruh.
I told y'all, I keep telling y'all, if Cuban fails this Luka Doncic thing, I already think y'all gonna go wild on him. Y'all may not know it already, but y'all gonna go off on Mark Cuban. Like, he gonna basically want to sell the team the way people gonna go off on him.
How do you mess up two generational stars? It's crazy, bro.
And he had a guy that was one of the I guess what are we saying? One of the best draft picks ever. Again, Jalen Brunson. You had one of the best draft picks ever again in Jalen Brunson. A guy.
No, not just the Jalen Brunson.
No, I know, but listen, let me finish it because
that is crazy.
The guy, what's his name? Tim Legler was on JJ Redick. Yeah, show about he was completely off about Jalen Brunson and all that. He's a totally different player than what he thought he was and all that stuff. I'm just saying you had that as well. Like, you had so much that was sitting here. You had Dennis Smith Jr. You feel me? Like, if Mark Cuban fails his Luka Doncic experiment, like, bro, he's a failure. And I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way, but he's going to be seen as a failure.
And the part that gets me about the whole Jalen Brunson thing is like, you didn't learn your lesson with the Steve Nash incident.
No,
you didn't learn your lesson,
or Tyson Chandler, or anybody.
Or Tyson Chandler, none of that. Yeah, exactly, none of that. Like, you didn't learn your lesson.
He just keeps telling us.
Just do it again.
And he keeps telling us what, and we keep believing, and he keeps saying, "I'm
gonna sign him back." That's our main priority. We're gonna sign him back. That's why I say he's a liar.
I'm so sad about that. That's my biggest regret. That's my biggest regret. That's my biggest. That's all you keep hearing. That's my biggest regret. That's my biggest regret. That's not going to happen.
You understand that you can cause your own regret, right? If you just do the right thing, you won't regret anything.
But he gave contracts to Chandler Parsons. He gave contracts to Kristaps Porzingis. He gave a contract to Dwight Powell. You feel me? Like, guys like that.
Maxi Kleber.
Maxi Kleber, if you want to go there. You feel me? Like, these guys, bro, it does not make sense that we're loyal to these guys. I'm so sorry. I don't care however y'all want to call it. I could be a hater, whatever I'm going to be. There's no reason this organization is loyal to Maxi Kleber. There's no reason this organization is loyal to Dwight Powell. There's no reason, and you weren't loyal to Tyson Chandler.
You let Tyson Chandler go twice,
and you weren't loyal.
And you extend these two guys who can't even give you a fraction of what Tyson Chandler was giving you by himself.
Bro, Jalen Brunson is now one of your best playoff performers ever. You let him go.
Shout out to Melissa. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Knicks.
You let him go, and you didn't like that. It doesn't make sense every time you like, man. Well, you got these players are good. It's like, well, the Mavericks are finding a way to let them go and all that. And then the times when you sitting there,
and then we hear about you can't get talent.
Yep. And then when you get the guys that's like trash, the Mavericks keep saying, well, these guys are good. We want to keep them. It's like,
we're going to be loyal to you, Dwight Powell, for the next 18 years.
If you didn't care about Dwight Powell, if you didn't care about Maxi Kleber and a bunch of these other guys, you'd have way more than enough money for Jalen Brunson. You wouldn't even care. Richard said Hartman Mark say they are all the greatest. Yeah, they got to try to say it, Rich.
Yeah, they trying to save face, y'all. Yeah.
Richard says Hardy is perfect. 6-man already. Yep, Hardy's a perfect six. There you go.
I'm more than tell you. If we don't trade Hardy this offseason, bro, watch what I tell you. Watch they put him in that role. Hardy gonna be ready for sure next year, y'all.
I don't know. If Kyrie not here, Hardy might be starting. I would start Hardy and I told you Josh Green. Why not put Josh at the 3 and Hardy at the 2?
Hey, as long as Josh come in aggressive next year, if he come in with that aggressive mind frame, I'm ready.
If we get a big man, I'd run with that. Frank says Hardy right now will be a better 6-man than TCJ. Yep. Yeah. Y'all agreeing. That's more of a, you can see Hardy, his game. You like, I can rely on Hardy to come in and make buckets, big buckets, difficult buckets, step backs. He can actually beat some guys. You feel me? Tim Hardaway, you like, man, he got to be on the streak right now with his shots.
What did we just say? What we just say? Tim Hardaway can't do?
Can't dribble and finish with his left hand, man. Can't finish the rim with his left hand.
Yep. We first play of Hardy's professional.
Like, wow, he got a left hand.
Cross with that left hand. Yeah, man.
He got a left hand. Yep.
Yeah.
That tells you, like you said earlier, bro, about the mediocrity. Like we so used to these mediocre dudes that stuff like that is so special. Like, wow, he can use his left hand,
bro. Remember, Dwight Powell, Tim Hardaway, all those guys had those 5 games in a row where they looked like they was all NBA players, bro, and everybody was on Twitter. Man, you owe them apology. Remember that? Like you said, we so used to this mediocrity, so whenever they had 1 or 2 good games, oh, man, look what they just did.
Yeah.
Can you do that all season?
Hardaway says Monty McNair, GM of the year, traded for Sabonis, signed Monk, got Kevin Huerter, drafted Keegan Murray, and hired Mike Brown. Like the beam. Yeah,
hey, you know what, Jay? You know what's crazy about that too, man? If you go follow We Talk Hawks, and shout out to Damon because he talks about that all the time, giving up Kevin Huerter, bro. They are mad about. He's mad about that, giving up Kevin Huerter. So y'all got a real one over there, man.
Jay,
they want back.
Jay, do you believe in Mike Brown though? Do you believe he's gonna stay like this? It's gonna be a consistent thing, or this so one time you think he's now learned, like J. Kidd should have learned? You think he's learned from Steve Kerr now? He's a better coach.
Yeah, that's a good question, man.
Or is it a flash in the pan, one-time thing? Or y'all going to be going through like the same thing we going through next year? Vaughn says, would think Mavs realize they need a center after Looney killed them in the Western Conference Finals. Kevon Looney made his name on the Mavs, man. Like I said, he's still a double-double.
Not just his name. Kevon Looney got paid after the playoffs.
Because of the Mavericks. And then guess what, bro? We just played him again, and he gave us another double-double with ease. Like, bro, Kevon Looney don't get double-doubles. Kevon Looney don't get double-doubles like that. Like, he's not a double-double machine. Every time he played the Mavs, though.
He earned that paycheck that game.
Every time he played the Mavericks. Double-double. Gina Kim says, we can't beat the Eastern Conference teams, bro. That's horrible. They don't have to sit Luka or Kyrie out the tank because they lose even with them. So play JaVale and Keith just for the hell of it. Kid really thinks Powell is our best big. He said it himself. Why? If we're going to tank, though, Gina Kim, might as well not hurt our guys or possibly have them hurt. That's the only thing when you trying to lose. Like, you don't want a guy to get hurt at the end of the season and be out for the whole next year or something, or part of next year. They said, don't lose your monetization for Dwight Powell resigning. Just go on Discord and let it out on voice chat.
Oh, man. You might be right, Div. Jesus, boy.
Frank said go off on the membership. Yeah, I definitely will go off on the membership.
Yeah, probably go off on the membership, bro.
Joe said hard pill to swallow. Only way out is to rebuild this entire roster. Tank for a top 10. Sign and trade Kyrie for young pieces. Draft a big 3 who plays elite defense. I guess he got another one. Here we go. Got to use Josh and maybe Hardy so people will take THJ and Bertans contracts. Kyrie has to be traded for an elite level big. Luka should be the shortest guy on the court. It's the way the NBA is going.
Damn.
If I'm trading Kyrie, I'm gonna try to trade one of the guys with Kyrie. That's my thing. I don't want to trade Kyrie and trade Josh and Hardy. If I'm going to trade Kyrie, I'm going to use Kyrie as a superstar he is with his contract and get rid of Bertans or THJ with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Gina Kim said other fans think he's better because he sets better screens. Like, come on, guys. This is getting ridiculous.
Who goes to the Hall of Fame just from setting screens?
Mr. Gucci says, unless the offensive lineman, Mr. Gucci says Luka been having too many recovery bids.
Probably right. Didn't they send him a whole shipment over to his house?
Yeah. I feel like Luka, what he does
after that New York game.
I feel like he not. I don't think he's healthiest. That's my thing with Luka. So I feel like what Luka's doing is he fasting. So he'll get bigger, and then just starve himself probably because he get no definition. No, he just gets skinnier. So I think he just starves himself and then goes on a binge. Like he might got some major mental things, man. Like not to be like
what they call
attacking him. Demons?
No. When you eat a lot because you like depressed and all that, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he's binge eating usually for depression. That's usually what happens. And I think he just probably like starves himself for a while to when they tell him take time off just to get back into shape. And
so what's the point of having the Mavericks chef?
What
I
you
thought
mean?
They're supposed to be there to like help make healthy food
chef?
for the player. Yeah,
bro, because they don't. So here's back to this point. They don't hold him accountable. So like if I'm gonna buy him a chef, like if I'm Mark Cuban and I'm buying him a chef, then I have to be on him. Like not to be rude, but like this stuff need to be in these players' contracts. Tell you the truth. That's how you make everything just business. Like I'm putting a part of your job. Like you got to go get yourself together.
Some teams do that. Like I said with Zion. Like you got to. Matter of fact, he ain't finna get his full contract this year because of he missed a certain amount of games or whatever.
It had to get there. You feel what I'm saying? Like they should already set this up and set the boundaries and the standards already for these players because, like I told you, it's so many things we've done like stupid. Like we've given too many people too much power right away. Mark Cuban has lost his organization right now. It's like it's in shambles. It's a mess. It's embarrassing. It just is what it is. Let's see. Gina Kim says, honestly, I think we should talk about the upcoming draft from now on. See who the Mavs should get with or without the pick. I think even if they get a pick, they should trade it.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I think they're gonna trade.
I don't think they should select anyone. I don't think. Frank says, I don't want it to happen, but what you think about Gobert? Absolutely hate his contract. Nope. Nope.
I'm good.
Rondo gave us the white fan. You funny. That is true, though, man. I was saying that today, too. Man, Rondo gave us the white power, man. That's who we kept in the trade. We lost Rondo. Well, I love Rondo. And
kept the white.
Yep. He was a throw-in. Marcel says Luka cussed the ref who gave him a technical foul. Who definitely deserved to be teed up. That's what I said to you before, too, Ro. I don't think Luka understands the magnitude of the words he be saying sometimes. So I think he like quickly says words to people like certain stuff. He's like, what did you just say to me? And he's not even realizing that he probably shouldn't be saying it in that context. They're not like playing hoops.
You shouldn't be saying anything to the refs at all.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. But I'm just saying as far as he's doing that. So I don't know.
Because remember, he even got ticked that one time for talking to his teammates. Remember that? He was yelling at the white pal or whatever, and they ticked him up. Like, bro, don't play with the referees at all. So you need to stay away from them, bro. Just stay away from them.
Because the ref thought he was talking to him.
Yeah.
He was talking to Dwight and all that. Div says, guys, no joke. Powell was 3 minutes -8. If he played 33 minutes, he would have been -88. Laughing my freaking butt off. Ha, 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 crazy. What up, Joe? He says, I've been saying Nico has done horrible as a GM. Trades KP a big for a guard and a 3 and still have yet to replace KP. That's not a good GM no matter how you view it. KP not a good KP. That's the only thing I'm just keep saying, Joe. Like, I don't understand why y'all keep saying like KP was. We just said all the centers. We didn't name KP.
Yeah, definitely didn't say KP.
Gina Kim said people who blame KP wasn't better than Tyson Chandler. People who blame Kyrie obviously don't watch the Mavs. This team was bad before he came. 0-7 without Luka, and he had to drop 30 or 50 to even win. Not only now, but from my understanding since Dirk. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be people that's going to say whatever Gina coming on. But if you watch the Mavs and you truly watch the Mavs and all, it had nothing to do with Kyrie. We were trash all year. Like I said, the only stretch where we looked reasonable or decent was when Christian Wood was starting that little stretch, and we played on bad teams. Because who what, bro? Like 6 games above 500 at that point, something like that. And then people keep saying the trade, we were so great and all that stuff. Like we weren't 6 games above 500 at that point. Okay. We didn't have our highest winning point at that point of the season. Gina Kim says Kyrie is not a cancer to the team. We've heard from Luka, Maxey, and others how great he is. So stop pushing this Kyrie agenda. This team was bound to collapse at some point. Amen. Gina Kim says all they need to do is build around Luka, and if Kai stays, him too. Fire kid to get another owner who isn't cheap and makes business decisions so this team can get better. I told y'all where smoke is fire.
Y'all saying Mark Q did sell the team like Michael Jordan doing with the Hornets right now?
Where there's smoke, there's fire, bro. I told you how many times now has the ceiling or whatever in AAC messed up now in the past 2 years? About 3-4 times.
Mm-hmm.
What other owner would let that happen?
Mark Cuban.
Okay, so at some point he's not getting a ceiling. If it happened one time, his ceiling should have been fixed after that, right?
You would think so.
Okay, so
I heard it's supposedly been fixed. That's what I heard.
You can't get it fixed.
Probably a lot about that too.
Frank said if Mavs are cleaning the house. Oh, he said, but I'm sorry. What he did then, he played the little look this way jab on y'all and said he's looking at trying to buy another stadium or whatever. That's a play. That's getting your eyes. It's like a magic trick. It's like, oh, I'm looking over here. Oh, he's trying to spend his money on that really, when really he just doesn't have the money to spend on this. Okay. Frank says if the Mavs are cleaning the house, all I hope Nico doesn't get fired. Yeah, Nico, he better not get fired yet. I'm just asking Rel as far as I hope they wouldn't clean house together as far as getting Kid and Nico.
No. I don't think he would have did Nico because Nico just got here.
That's what I'm hoping. I hope Kid just got here.
Yeah, but who's affecting this team more, Nico or Kid?
We going off of Mark Cuban. That's what I'm saying. I'm using Mark Cuban's mindset here, not mine and yours. Gina Kim said, I understand that it would be hard for us to trade, though. We would want Frank, Tenson, Hardaway, and Pop. Who would want? I'm sorry. Mavs put themselves under with keeping them, and now they're stuck with them. I don't understand why they keep giving them dudes. Why did Frank get another contract? You feel me? Like, bruh, you do one thing good for the Mavs other than like.
Well, now with Frank, he signed a 2-year deal.
He did sign a 2-year. You're right. But if you do one good thing with the Mavs, though, they give you a contract unless you're a good player. When you're a bad player, you do one good thing and one sign of anything. It's like, well, sign him. Here we go. 5 years. It's time to give him this money.
Oh, you freezing up, King?
Uh-oh. Are you still here? Am I good?
Yeah, you good now.
Okay. But I was saying, give him 5 years. You go get the guys that are horrible. Good guys, though, Christian Wood, Jalen Brunson, them. Come on, what more can you do for me? What more can you do for me to get this contract? I'm just trying to give you $20 million for this 5 years altogether when you really want 20 a year. Unless you Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah. You let Tyson Chandler go, but you keep on signing the White House. That's how you do it.
Nothing makes sense, Rel. They gave KP the contract without saying 1 minute. Jalen Brunson touched the floor and got you to the playoffs and helped you win a series, and you didn't pay him. It does not make sense. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Melissa also says, think the challenge is knowing how to operate with both Kyrie and Luka. Doesn't it seem like each one plays more comfortably when the other is out sick? It's because they don't have any chemistry yet, Melissa. They haven't played, like Ralph said earlier.
Yeah, so they're barely playing with each other because both of them been hurt.
Mm-hmm. Div says, remember the playoffs? He would start him for 1 minute and take him off. Why even put him on for the 1 minute? It's just weird. This isn't normal coaching stuff. Yep.
And I said that, Div. I said nobody remember that. I mean, everybody probably do remember it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Remember, he barely played in the playoffs because he could not play. But guess what? Instead of doing that, you're going to do the opposite this year. We're going to play you full minutes now and start you. How about that? You'll play better then.
It's personal, bro. I think Richard might be on to something with that. It's something personal. Like, and I don't even mean like he got dirt on him. It might be he might be in the family or something. You feel me? Like on the low now.
I told you that Tim Cato article's gonna hit like crack. I definitely can't wait till Grant come on, man.
Shout out to Ronald Reagan. G2 says, remember all these squares make a circle?
Yeah, that sounds like a J Kid quote. Hey, but nobody died.
Nobody died.
Nobody died.
Zenfo, what up? He says the problem is Luke is great on offense, them legs behind, giving the other team a 5 versus 4. Catch 22. He carries the offense, but is atrocious on defense. Not all the time, but yes, when
Effort.
he does for the team, he does.
That's all it is, Zenfo.
Mm-hmm.
Effort.
Like tonight and the game before, he was awesome. Against Charlotte, he was awesome defensively. And that's why the scores you see, we actually were good defensively. We sucked offensively against the Hornets.
Yeah. Score was only 104. Matter of fact, they were showing the stats. The top 4 teams since the All-Star break are only giving up. Top 4 defensive teams since the All-Star break are only giving up 110 points.
Yep.
Dallas did that tonight.
Yep. Gina Kim said, I just remembered that Luka was catching and shooting threes. If he keeps that up, he'll be MVP next year. He's been doing that all year this year. He's been on one. Hootie Who? He said, I'm throwing darts at the White Powell's picture. Yikes.
Man.
That sounds like a personal problem, Hootie Who.
Bro, I'm telling you, I can see it now, man. This show gonna be flooded, man. If they re-signed the White Power, we're gonna have like 1,000 people there watching this show, man. Everybody gonna be going in.
Mark Cuban is going to set up the White Power to get booed at a lineup calling, bro. I'm telling you that. I don't know why they don't see it. It's like, again, them being foolish. Like, you don't see what you're doing. You're setting this man up to get booed. It's going to happen. If I've seen them boo the team now, and they booing Jason Kidd and all, they're going to boo the White Power. At some point, when they start introducing guys are going to start booing. Shoot, I lost my spot. All right, Hootie Who. Legend, what up? He says, what do you guys think is the biggest problem on defense?
Center.
Yep.
We need a center.
Hey, shout out to Fan.
Yep. We need a center. I can't stress that anymore. We need a center.
Vaughn says KP was not even playing most of the time, and the Mavs still made it to playoffs. There you go.
Hey, man, Vaughn. That's what we were just saying. With this all of a sudden, because he over here playing for a bottom feed team in the East, all of a sudden everybody, we should have kept KP. Nobody. Revisionist history is wild to me, man. Like, people forget what these people were before they left. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should have kept KP, but let Jalen Brunson go.
Question for you, bro. How many games KP went without Luka?
JaVale McGee.
Okay. All right, but I don't know what we're talking about. Gina Kim says Green has had to adjust to playing with Luka, Kyrie with no Luka, Luka no Kyrie, Luka and Kyrie, then put into a DFS role. These adjustments for him are confusing. Holiday starts, no confidence. I told you, Rob. I'm on that whole Josh Green. Bro, I watched Josh Green. That Utah game, Josh Green was cooking. I mean, like, he had to be in the game. It was like, I watched him on that game be like aggressive, and he was dominating. Literally, let me put it at that point. Josh Green was dominating that Utah game where it was like they were happy when he was on the bench. It was like
that was Josh Green at his peak of what he could be.
Yes. And it was like, whoa, what? We got to bring Josh Green back in to run point real quick.
Yep.
So then he said with Justin Holiday. We got Justin Holiday. Can he start for us? What the hell? Why? Nancy says, King, Rel, which of these player contracts are up at the end of the year? You want to put that thing back on the screen, Rel, and tell them which ones? Theo and I don't.
Justin Holiday, Christian Wood, Kyrie, the White Powell,
and Theo.
And
Markeith, right?
Yeah, Markeith.
Theo and Markeith as well.
Yeah.
I think it's just them two. Oh, and Frank, right?
Oh, yeah, Frank. Yeah, Frank. Don't forget about Frank.
Frank as well. So there's a lot of people coming up the books, yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of people coming off. We said, like, yo, if you really want to get this thing right, just don't sign none of them people back, man.
Don't sign them, man. This their last hoorah. Gina Kim says it sucks how Wood, Green, or JaVale would play, and if they made a mistake, they're taken out. Yep. They need to get into a rhythm first, but if cardio and trash can juice miss 11 shots, they stay in.
I said this, Gina. You said this about 2 or 3 months ago. I didn't understand it. That was around the time I was questioning Jason Kidd and his ideologies. Like, if Christian Wood don't get these minutes, don't get the benefit of the doubt, but you go and tell Tim Hardaway to just keep shooting. When he was going like 2 for 13 and 3 for 15 and all this old stuff, you tell him to keep shooting. But Christian Wood, he gets hot, get you a quick 12, 13, 14 points, you pull him out.
Bro, they
don't see the court again until halfway through the fourth, and then you take him out again in 1 minute after that. So it's
bro. They literally showcased Tim Hardaway Jr.'s jersey and knowing he was struggling, and had that man and told him that he said him and Jason Kidd both said they gave him the green light to keep shooting.
Yeah.
Until he started making it, but they take Christian Wood out of the game for making the mistakes. But tell this dude to keep shooting out of. Oh god.
Tell him to keep shooting. Christian Wood was single-handedly keeping you in games and bringing you back in games, and you take him out.
Yep. Because Tim Hardaway Jr.'s defense is so much better. Sung Jin Woo says, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. I think I got it right. Just showing up for a like and to tell you guys, let it be. Tanking gets you talent. Hey.
You do. I mean, technically you do.
You got, what is it, trust the process?
Yeah. Shout out to Philly.
Shout out to Ben Simmons. Frank says, so when is Pocket Hand Kid shirt dropping?
Man, you know what? After this season, y'all, we're gonna work on more stuff.
I'll just go off, man. No, I can't do that. We can't go on the team like that. We need to not make shirts for these guys. They need to be fired.
I don't want to make a shirt like that and then he's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs to be fired.
Then we stuck with the shirt. Yeah, he needs to be fired, man.
I don't even want to give him the benefit. I don't even want to make shirts for these dudes no more. I want them gone. Jenny Kim said, man, Kid really knows how to suck the life out of a player. Pause. Like he's really messing with them, thinking it would help, but it brings their confidence down. Yeah.
Yep.
Joe Sutherland said, if they build this roster correctly, Luka should be the 2 and just focus on scoring and defense. Asking Luka to do too much on offense is burning him out and expending way too much energy. I mean,
that would be dope if he played the 2. You just go out there and just score and just.
Yeah.
Man, you told Luka to do, man. If you told Luka to do that,
he should just be a guy to get the ball and just he decide what he's gonna do based off of that.
Yeah.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
Like play like a 2 guard.
He play a 2 guard, but he can decide to always pass and whatever he do because he's so good at doing it. You feel what I'm saying? It was kind of what Michael Jordan did.
Yeah, something like that. If he went to that role, man, you know what, man? Look.
Because Mike was a 2 guard always, but he played more like the point guard at first.
Yeah, maybe that's when he was average like those triple doubles and all that.
And then once they got Scotty and all that, then they said, Mike, you can go to just cook dudes and do selective everything else because you're so awesome at it. But you can.
They also gave Jordan point guards that were strictly just to set people up and shoot.
Yep.
But they were meant for the triangle offense too.
Yep. Gina, hold on. I read it. Gina Kim says, didn't the Hawks fire their coach? They might not be doing well, but it's better than us. Who's to say firing the coach mid-season wouldn't work out? I don't like firing mid-season.
Well, in our case, Gina, it's a little too late. We got 7 games left. Just fire him at the end of the season.
Yeah, it's done now.
Done. Just finish it out and then fire him. Got about 4 more minutes, King.
Okay, Matthew, just watch it for me, bro. Let me know. Matthew said this whole season there hasn't been any consistency. I feel like we're just repeating the same stuff we say almost every week.
Yep.
At this point, I actually won't watch the Mavs tomorrow, but Mav fan for life. That's how I feel, man.
Exactly, Matthew. That's what we were saying. Like when we talking about the whole ranting thing. Like I know people like, oh, they like when we rant, but it's like I don't like it because I feel like I'm saying the same thing over again. I'm tired of talking about the same thing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I want something different.
Div says, so we're not making a play-in, and our 2023-2024 salary cap is 108 million. So salary cap is 134 million. That leaves us with 25 million, but we can re-sign Kyrie, but I don't see what we can do. Rel, we you said like 30 million over the cap, and we not gonna make the play-in. That what you said? But we shouldn't have signed Jalen Brunson. Remember that?
Yep.
At the beginning of the season. But you said we like 30 million over the cap. You said we're not going to play in. You said that, right?
Those were the days, King. I remember them days.
I remember them too, man. We keep just going further.
The same time last year, wasn't it?
We keep going further into the cap without gaining with losing stuff, without gaining anything that eventually will hurt you.
Listen, you're justified being over the cap because you have Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber. I keep telling you this, bro.
And signed Maxi Kleber and you were over the cap and still signed Maxi Kleber for that extension. Shout out to Smiter.
Man. Listen, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You're just not making no sense right now, bro.
It was worth it, okay? Gina Kim says, what if we keep Kid as an assistant coach and bring in a better head coach next to him? I mean, that probably would have been for him.
Nah, I'm good.
Not anymore now, though. Now you can't do it. But
I want Kid gone. I want Powell gone. Let him be gone. Just let him be gone.
Avon says, got lucky against the Lakers or else it would have been a 5-game losing streak. Yeah.
I can't argue that. You got about 2 more minutes, bro.
Gina Kim said, all I know for sure is that Wood is gone, and I can't wait to see what he really thought. There's a lot of drama this season, and it's going to come to like, yep. And Frank, you're going to be the last one. You said Dwight needs to switch to volleyball because all he's been working on has been slapping the ball behind half court line.
He did that again today.
All the time. I can get one more in there. School, what up? He said JK is strictly a developmental coach, nothing more. Peace.
Yep. I'll give him that. I won't take that away from him.
Hootie hoo, I said that to my wife. I said he out there letting a guy named Looney, no disrespect, out there cook him. Looney, treat him like a tune. I said that same exact thing, Hootie hoo. Looney made his name.
It's crazy.
Can't get new teams. Stuck man, Mavs, Pelicans, and Saints fans, and them only. I got you, Richard.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's 15 seconds. Mark Cuban, that's my biggest regret. Sounds like a broken record now. If the team doesn't at least make the finals next season, he should sell the team.
Shout out to Ross Perot Jr. who's
and 6
suing
seconds.
him.
Jenikin, when you have the players like Laurie and Turner who wanted to come here, but you keep Powell and other mediocre players, at what point do you question if it's your fit to own this team and keep failing? Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Preach.
Shout out to Tim Hardaway Jr. being clutch again in the fourth quarter, Larry.
Oh yeah,
you know that's when he make buckets in the fourth quarter so much.
Ooh, Larry,
I was thinking about
that percentage dropped under 20 now. I think
I was thinking about that when he was trashing it up in the fourth quarter again, just missing everything. I was like, damn, Tim Hardaway Jr. again in the fourth quarter can't make anything.
But hey, keep putting him in there though.
Instead of Christian Wood.
Hey, and what did kids say? Keep jacking him. Keep jacking him, man. There you go. All right, y'all. Hey, we can't get to everybody's questions tonight, man. We do apologize, y'all. Man, y'all was in here tonight, man.
Always.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Oh, what did Dib say? He said, what'd you say, real? He said, you know something about Powell and family stuff. He said, Cato article. He said, come on, man, don't tease us like that. I want to know more. Give me a hint, please. No, I'm just saying. Y'all know how Tim Cato and them get down, bro. Whenever these like questions like this come out, it's like some kind of like controversy or whatever. Mm-hmm. Tim Cato dropping them articles. The Bob Bulgaris, the Donnie Nelson, Rick Carlisle issue. Like they be dropping them, man. He be dropping them articles. So
somebody gave us a super chat to keep us going.
Yeah, it was a Rumble. He says Bust with Kid, 44-33, first round exit. 2018 Bust with Kid, 16-22, lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. It probably meant us. Wait, no.
No, he's saying with Kid and then the next year without Kid, they went 16-22.
Oh yeah. I said that, Rumble. I said, look, what happened to them after Kid left? I'm just saying. It wasn't too long ago. Matter of fact, and after that year, they won a championship.
Yeah. 2 years,
yeah.
won it?
Well, 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
No, I think Bud had 2 years first, and then he Bodenheiser. I felt like he had 2 years, right? And then he was about to get fired, and then he won the championship.
So yeah. But he with the $5 dono. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, man, listen, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight, man. We definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us, man, on another episode of We Talk Mavs, guys. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. We had fun tonight, even though it was a bad one. Season almost over with, y'all. We got 7 games to go, man. We're ready to get this over with, man. Let this team rest. Let us rest. We need some time off, man. Just kind of step away from this team for a while, man. Yeah. But yeah, listen, man, if y'all brand new to the channel, man, we saw some people in here that weren't even Mav fans who joined us tonight. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all can join the conversation too, man. Y'all always welcome, man. Just hit that subscribe button, y'all. Go ahead and join us, man. We can talk about Mavs and whatever else, other NBA stuff y'all want to talk about, man. We here. Also, guys, hit that like button too, man. Y'all, please hit that like button, man. It doesn't cost you anything. Please, it would definitely be a huge help for us, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. It builds up that algorithm to find more Mav fans like yourselves, man, to join the Glow Yard gang. Also, guys, you see our socials up under me. I got a link to all the socials up under in the description box below, y'all. Y'all can go down to the description box and click on all the links. To the socials, guys, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn, Reddit, and the Discord. Yeah, we got them all in the description box below, guys. Also, what's time? It's to be posted tonight, guys, in podcast form for those who love to listen to us. Man, our podcast numbers are growing too, King.
Yeah, I've been paying attention.
So that'll be posted tonight, man, for the podcast listeners, man. Let's see, is there anything else? King, is there anything else I'm missing? Oh yeah, we gonna hopefully, man, this Friday, y'all, we should have Grant Asif on, man. He's a Mavs beat writer. We'll have him on Friday for the members only, guys. So if you guys want to become a member, Then want to join that conversation, guys. Want to join that show? Go ahead and hit that join button if you're on an Android. If you're on an iPhone, guys, you got to go through Safari and go to YouTube.com and go to our channel and hit join that way, or go on the computer and go to YouTube.com and then go to our channel and hit the join button that way. If you want to join that, guys, for the members only, of course. Can't wait for that one, man. There's a whole lot of questions. Lot of questions I want to ask him, man, because it's been a year. But King, is there anything else I'm missing, man?
Share more, you guys. It's because of you guys, because of the Glow Yard, that we're able to build connections and, different relationships with these folks like Grant, like Bibbs and Reese, Mavs Outside, like everybody else. We've been in contact now with Mr. Landon Thomas, as far as him also getting on the show. He said he'd love to do it, so we're going to try to get that set up for you guys. And shout out to Kevin Gray. He just followed it today on IG, so we're trying to get him on the show as well, because we know he does 105.7 and other things in Dallas as far as their sports.
105.3.
Oh, 105.3, my bad. Sorry, I'm not in Dallas. But yeah, he does all that stuff. The Fan, I know you guys are that. But yeah, so shout out to that. And thank you. Hopefully we can get closer to 15. I think we have 14 now, bro. And
I think so.
And let's try to get one of these videos to 150 likes, yo. That's what we're trying. Please.
Yes, Marcel. The members are streamed on YouTube.
Yes.
We got videos up on our YouTube channel. You probably can't see it because you're not a member. If you're a member, you can see those previous videos.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I said, if you want to become a member, man, just hit that join button. No, Yvonne, not subscribe. There's a membership for the channel. If you want to become a member of the channel, we have different perks and stuff, special perks for the members of the channel. We have like small, we have like different videos and stuff like that. We do like watch parties and stuff like that. You guys can join on. Other different things, man, that we have in store too for the members. So you become the subscribe and membership is two different things. Anybody can subscribe. Anybody can be a member too, but the subscribe for everybody. The membership is for people who actually click on the little join button on the screen. If you see a join button, you can click on that and become a member of the channel. But yeah, like I said, if you're on an iPhone, you can go on Safari, go through Safari and go to youtube.com and go to our channel and click on join that way, or go on the computer and go to youtube.com, go to our channel and click on join that way if you want to become a member. But yeah, I think that's about it, man. With all that being said, guys, listen, we play again tomorrow. That should be interesting. No Luka, he gonna get suspended. So, but yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow, guys. The Mavs play the Pacers, so we'll be back. Same Mav time, same Mav channel, of course. It is your boy Real. I got my boy King. This is We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel. Go Mavs. Here we out.